right there. Let's start again. Hey. It's Thursday night, man. Thursday night, ATL podcast. We back in the building. Boy, low, man. And we on part two. This week is part two of National Champions Edition. As you can see, we got the full layout already, man. You see there's some national trophies, championship trophies on deck. So you know we got a full crew on the way. But first off, man, Mr. 5-Star Sports himself. What up, James? How you doing, brother?
What's going on? How we doing tonight? I'm good out here. Just maintaining.
Maintaining, man. We got a lot to talk about, James. I'm sure you got some seasonal stuff to go over a little bit later.
Yeah.
As 5-Star be kicking off the winter.
Spring.
Spring season.
Spring season.
That's right. It don't start to March.
Yeah.
But anyway, as y'all know, man, before everybody gets here, we always like to start off in these real world topics, man. And James, you said we got a lot to talk about, eh?
We got two. We just don't even know where to start, Angelo. It's just so much going on in Agent Orange's world. Agent
Orange's world, man. And it's a different type world, bro. To be for real. This guy's on a. So last week he had just been sworn in, and this guy has had a lot of activity in the last 10 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You know, like we just said before we got on, man, where to begin, huh? Where to begin in talking about 45/47. He's cut off or attempted to cut off all federal funds.
Mm-hmm.
For
Social Security, food stamps, you know,
student loans,
Pell Grants. But that part, luckily, we had a judge that
stepped in
the start process. Because I mean, waiting at this point, right when the kids are going back to school and about to prepare for this, you know.
Yeah, it's supposed to kick off on Monday.
Yeah,
Monday's supposed to go into effect.
And it was, the part that was really interesting is that the law bill, whatever it was, would have been more focused on the loan portion.
Mm-hmm.
And those that went to school know the loan portion is the bigger chunk of money.
Mm-hmm.
The Pell Grants and all those type of things are really small. And the loan is what literally pays for the education for the ones who are using it. Literally. So by, targeting that piece, he's crippling those people. And, of course, we know the people that were looking to be crippled by that, what his target audience was. So while you were distracted with the people getting snatched up, kids coming home from school and they have no parents, making the news, behind the scenes, he was doing all these other things.
So, based on that last part you said, do you think any of these people who are affected that don't look like us, do you think that they realize yet what they've done? Because I think sometimes people forget who are the biggest beneficiaries of social subsidies. And it ain't people that look like us.
So I'll say this. I think the ones who realize it are the ones that are currently being affected by it. Because the ones that aren't being affected, I still believe they feel like, hey, it ain't me. And unfortunately, we live in a world where a lot of times people only worry about things when it happens to them. And, prior to the podcast, I was talking to some of the comedians, and, we were saying, it ain't affecting people. A lot of things happen because people feel like it's not affecting me. Mm-hmm. They don't look at the bigger picture. They only worry about the here and now. And so with this situation, I really believe that only the people that have been affected are the ones that are realizing the biggest mistake. Because literally the ones that ICE are going after, they, it seemed as if they might have thought that they were the new replacements.
Mm.
But ideally, that's not the case. They're gone. And I thought I was having a conversation with a couple of teachers about feeling sad for the students or kids that come home with no parents. But some of the teachers was telling me that those same kids were also Republicans too, and was supporting Trump. So,
but the kids don't know no better, for the most part. We know that all this stuff is learned behavior.
Depend on the age.
Yeah, depend on the age.
Depend on the age.
Yeah.
High school kids,
they a little bit more.
Yeah, and those those are the elementary and junior high, I believe, but they definitely don't know no better.
Right.
But the high school ones, they know. Those are the ones attending the rallies. Those are the future Republicans in those clubs and things of that nature. So, but it's gonna get worse, I believe. I just think this is the beginning. The distraction, the focus, as I was telling you about the plane crash in D.C. How of all planes, a Black Hawk with 3 military pilots up there. How do they crash into a commercial airline?
3 seasoned military pilots.
Very seasoned.
Yeah, there's actually one of them was actually the training officer. And they were doing some drills. Now they did say that they may have been doing drills with the
night goggles. I read that, and that if they had, they wouldn't have been able to see it with the night goggles.
And they said that they were at an altitude a little higher than what they should have been. They were at 350. They should have been at 250. There's gonna be a lot of things that come out to that. But how?
But maybe it has something to do with the fact that he fired the head of the TSA. Or maybe he forced out the FAA chief that could have did something.
Here's where it gets interesting.
He hit a hiring freeze on the air traffic controllers that normally get out there.
Right.
Or he gutted the aviation safety advisory panel. Any of those 4 things could have helped in this situation.
Played a major role, right?
They all directly relate to this.
That's where it gets interesting. But what this guy immediately did was say this was the fault of the Obama and Biden administration.
Because of DEA hirings.
DEI.
DEI hirings.
Yeah.
Because those, and I want to remember, it looked like some of the pilots were white.
Yeah, most likely.
I mean, the pictures that I saw of the United Airline people, they looked white.
Right.
The pictures of the military people that I saw, they kind of looked white, so.
But our condolences, though, to those families, man. I mean, that's such a tragedy. 64 people lost their lives just at a...
And the group of kids.
At an instance, yeah. And then all the figure skaters.
The group of figure skating team.
Yeah,
crazy.
I mean, that's such a devastating thing, man. 67 lives, including the 3 military guys. It's just amazing, and it's just sad. You know what I mean? That, but condolences to those families, man, because
That's crazy.
Those things just horrible. But this. Here's the reality, people, is that this is just the beginning, man. We're only 10 days in this administration. Just 10 days in. I am curious about the opening of the MLK files, the JFK files. You hear about that? And RFK files. I am interested in that. Because,
what do you think they're going to discover?
I love history, and I never believed a lot of stuff that was said. What was your question? I
said, what do you think they're going to find?
They're going to find that the conspiracy of killing Martin Luther King was a true statement. They're going to find out that.
But do you think? And so that's what I'm thinking, right? But also, do you think there might be something damning to a certain side, and that's the only reason he's releasing it?
That's what he wants to do, though. Even if it's not a certain side, he wants to expose the government for corruption. Mm-hmm. He wants to say, y'all convicted me for this, but look what your government has done to 3 of your most prominent leaders. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And that's what a distraction that's going to be. Now, for him to say release it means he already knows what the real truth is. And, a lot of those files, even though they were released before, a lot of the information was redacted.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So they don't want to expose certain things and certain people. But it's always been said that Martin Luther King didn't die by the gunshot. He was suffocated. That's not been a mystery.
Really? I hadn't heard that.
Oh yeah, absolutely. There was the doctor and two white federal agents were in the hospital room with him. This has been a story. Mm-hmm. And the doctor came in and said, "Stop trying to revive that nigga," and made the nurse and the attendants leave out the hospital room. And he was suffocated with a pillow. He didn't die from the gunshot. And in every historical report, he wasn't dead on the way to the hospital. He wasn't dead when he arrived in the hospital. They didn't pronounce him dead until in the hospital room. Oh. But yeah, so, and I think that story's gonna come out to be true.
That's definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think it's gonna get a lot of truths that people aren't, but it's gonna be utilized to expose the corruption of the government. But it'll take off a lot of sting off of him, and as always, it's gonna be a distraction for the other stuff that he's doing. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be a great distraction for all the other stuff, because these guys are gonna be so rich. These billionaires. How can you say a billionaire is gonna be so rich?
Right?
How do you even say that? These billionaires are gonna be.
And they're trying to get the trillionaire status.
They really want to get the. I mean, it's like, man.
I am.
It's wild.
I'm posting a video that I would like everybody to take a moment to look at. It's a video with one of the representatives up in Congress, and she's talking about the bill to abolish DEI that was pushed by the vice president. That's a rarity, and I want you guys to pay attention to listen to how. When they claimed, and she's talking about how when they claimed Project 2025 didn't exist and all of that, well, except for everything in this bill that he's writing came directly from Project 2025.
And two people that wrote the Project 25 bill are in his cabinet.
Yes.
Let's not forget that.
Yes.
Two of them that wrote it are actually in his cabinet. But they say, oh, he didn't know about it. Yeah. Y'all keep believing that if you want to.
So, yeah, I just posted it. And when y'all get a chance, after the show, definitely take a listen to that and be informed of what's really going on in the world.
And how the new speaker is saying how they're trying to destroy the woke community. Did y'all hear that?
I missed
she
that.
Said out of her mouth. She said we're gonna destroy the woke community. We're gonna end this woke community
and put them to sleep.
So y'all think y'all better wake up, man. Hey, but listen, we got a great show tonight, man. That guy that's known all over the country, man. Is one of the best quarterbacks to do it. KT has walked in the building, man. So KT and this whole 7-man. What's it? 7-man?
No, we got
5-man,
Killer Instinct 5 co-ed and Dynasty 8 co-ed in the building.
All right, y'all come on down, man. Let's get this thing started. Coach, you done been here, man, quite often.
Past 3 years.
You making a habit of this thing, huh?
Hey, every time I leave here, what I say?
I'll be back.
What's up, fellas?
What's up, gentlemen? How we doing, man? Yeah, man, you making a habit of this, man.
I gotta put on for the city, huh?
Put on for the city.
So, what's this? 3 years in a row?
No,
4?
No,
4?
Actually, 5.
5 years in a row.
We've been in 6. This was our 6th national. The first year we didn't bring home anything, and then after that, every year since, at least some format.
Wow.
At least some format.
How many for co-ed? 8 co-ed is this?
8 co-ed is 3.
3.
And it's funny because it was 01, 03, and 05. So every
other year you tend to win. Okay.
Yeah.
And 5 co-ed is?
5 co-ed, that's D1, that's 3 out of the last 4 years. But it's 4 years straight because we won 4 co-ed last year. So.
Okay. And what is this one? We're not familiar with this one.
And so, you know me, I'm always expanding and doing shit. You know what I mean? So I had, I was in both Orlando and Tampa. And so we had a team that I was able to kind of get on a Sunday morning, and they was able to win it. So Jesse and Ryan Watson was able to lead that team, and I think there was like 32 teams in that division. They was able to come through.
Oh, that's a 5 co-ed too.
Yeah, that was a 5.
It was Tampa all small ball this year?
No, they actually had some big ball. They had 8 contact down there and 6 contact.
Who played in that joke?
Remember,
list.
8 contact with an asterisk because nobody else plays that.
Yeah.
Isn't that like the 1 first down format?
No. It's 8 contact is still regular 8 contact, but the 7-man and 8 co-ed, they came out with a new version of. It's basically small ball.
Yeah.
In a big ball format.
So that's what because I saw somebody post online today and said, "Are you going to offer the regular?" Because I remember they were talking about offering the 8-man with the 1 at the 50-yard line, 1 first down, and that was it.
Wow.
You know, I would say it's very interesting, to say the least. You're at the you start at the 3-yard line, so it's an automatic rush at the 3-yard line. It's 3 downs to get to the mid, 3 to score, just like small ball. The field is still wide, like a 7-man field wide, but it's taking the essence of like 7-man, 8-man big ball. It's taking it away a little bit, and they're just trying to compress it to what they want to do. But we stayed in the legacy. The legacy is the traditional way.
Okay, it's
so
called
they still
legacy.
did offer that. We played in what we normally would play, like what we play in Orlando. But 8-man contact was still the same, but obviously the competition was in Orlando with that.
Okay, cool.
So let's talk about these. Which team you want to start with first, man? To talk about this national championship run. I mean,
we could start. Let's do 5 co-ed.
All right,
because I got the general here. I mean, he makes the when me and him made that connection back in North Carolina a couple of years ago. He's kind of the reason why we do what we do. You know what I mean? There's so many different versions of Dynasty and Killer Instinct and this, that, and the third. But when we get the general there, we're pretty tough to beat.
all right. But let's talk about it then.
So how was the run? Like, let's talk about this one. How many points y'all how's y'all blowing people out? How many points did you give up? What kind? Did you lose any games? Was it all wins? How was that?
So one of our pool play games was against Family Rebirth. They're a new 5 co-ed team. I think Demetrius, Loco them team.
Yeah, Loco.
And then we played. I don't know the other team name, but that's what it was 69 to 2.
69.
69 to 2. How do you get 2?
They ran back like
They
a
ran an extra.
extra.
Oh.
We didn't even chase them. We just let them score.
69 to 2.
Yeah, we didn't care.
69 to 2.
And then the
69
other
to
pool
2.
play game, we ain't gonna disclose that score, but it was.
It was worse than that.
I wasn't.
Oh,
That's family.
We cool.
okay.
Yeah, that's family. They just started that co-ed, so
Okay.
We was trying to catch our rhythm. We was going into pool play after that, so
Gotcha.
we had some stuff to work on. So going into bracket play, who did we play the first game?
it was a team from Pennsylvania, FBM, something like I don't know, something like that.
Yeah, that's like a lot.
Yeah, and then the championship might have been the worst.
Oh, yeah. Now the championship. No,
He said we owe
we'll break it down like this. So first possession, we go down there. We get a guy score, so it's 6-0, right? We don't get the extra point. They come back down, get a guy score 6-6. They get the extra point, so they're up 8-6, right?
Yeah.
So you think, okay, good competitive game, and then that's when they went left for them, because then the final score was 52-8.
Wow. Yeah, did y'all take that score personal?
Yeah,
We did. We did. I heard. I got in town Thursday about 2 p.m. But they had already started a format. What was that?
The rip and rip.
And that was the same team that they had lost to. I think by 3 or 2 points or something.
A score.
52-8 in a 30-minute game with 2 12-minute halves.
Correct.
I mean, we told them we was gonna get them
6.
though. We had to get them. We told them we was gonna get them though.
Wow.
So they knew that was coming.
If you hear the song on our Instagram, that Get Back Motherfucker, and that was with that team. But also last year, we lost 5 co-ed D1 to Mean Machine. So that was still kind of a topic because they ended the run because we was back-to-back. We was trying to go 3 in a row. They stopped it. And so it was a little personal. Yeah. So if they didn't mercy rule us, we was going to probably run another bean on their head, for real. They'd be lying. Because KT was out there to go. He was out there to kill motherfuckers. To be honest, it was personal.
Wow, that sounds pretty decisive there.
Yeah.
Where do you go from there?
I guess we go to 8 co-ed because there was nothing to see there.
That was a clean house.
So 8 co-ed, how was that one?
Well, 8 co-ed was it was interesting because with 8 co-ed you had some great teams. You actually had New Jack, you had Suicide Squad with Arnold, you had us. You had a team called Ohio Legends out of Canton. We played them a couple times throughout travel. You had Houston Heat, which was the pro champions from Tampa the year before. And then It's Whatever, that's Tone, Vibe Up Tone, and his people at AU and up at Smoke Counts.
Okay.
So it was a 6 strong teams out there. I think the challenge was, everybody nowadays, they play multiple formats, right? Mm-hmm. So you're not just going up there, especially even with 8-man, you're not just going out there playing one format. And the mere fact that the pool play games were like at 9, 10 o'clock, so a little late. But then going into the playoffs, it was in the mix of some of the 8-man contact and then the 8 women's playoffs. So some team...
Oh, because that's right, y'all played on Saturday.
No, we played Friday and Sunday.
Friday and Sunday?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so there was some challenges for a lot of teams, getting the right personnel in there. But overall, if you look at the team stack for the D1, it was, strong teams that know about 8 co-ed out there, for sure.
You can't forget about them rain delays, too.
Oh, yeah.
Rain delays.
That's what killed us.
Yeah.
That's what killed us as far as 8 co-ed. We only had 3 ladies.
Yeah. Playing both sides.
Ronnie coming here and tearing up my building.
Tear the door off the frame.
Literally tear the door off the frame.
Okay.
So let's run through how the pool play went for 8 co-ed.
Gotcha. Pool play, definitely for us. We played It's Whatever. That's Tone's team and Ohio Legends. For me, I always try to keep a lot of good stats because one thing for me, I challenged myself over the last couple of tournaments. We actually had 2 dynasty teams in there. Mm-hmm. We actually had one in D1 and then we actually had one in D2. So for me, it was a challenge to make sure I had enough people to go to both teams and whatnot. So we lost the first game. I think it was 14-10, and then we beat Ohio Legends 22-0. Got some young new dogs and some good rusher. Her name is Madison. She's out of North Carolina. She go to A&T, so nothing against Norfolk State, but she go to a real school.
I understand, They got Michael Vick. Oh, okay, go ahead.
Cool. So we have some good brushers. We just had a good team, good vibes. And for me, something like with KT, you got to always keep your team and keep your energy up. Regardless of how many games you play, regardless of whatever, they look at you as leaders. And if you're down or you look tired, they're going to look tired, especially when we're talking about, 6, 7, 8, 9 o'clock when people are trying to ready to rest up because then they got other formats going on for the next day. So, in essence, I was out there playing 4 games in a row. 6, 7, and then wait 9 to 10. But I think just having those right resources on Sunday, because I know a KT and a New Jack team, if they had the right people, we probably would have saw them in the ship. That's just no doubt. They just was a little short, just because of circumstances, and I just kind of learned through going all this travel that you got to plan for the circumstances, right? Sure. And so me putting in KT will tell you I'll be putting in like 10 to 12 teams every big tournament. And it's a lot to manage, and sometimes I do a little bit too much, right?
Are you still playing?
Yeah, still playing. And so it's managing and playing. So I formats start at like 8:30 in the morning. I'm there to the last format. That's like 10. Then I'm in Orlando. Then I'm in Tampa the next day, coming back and forth. And so it's a lot, but I think that's just me pushing the envelope a little bit. But I got good people, I got good systems, I got good connections. New Jack family helped me out a lot with the killer instinct. And, when you got good people in your corner, good shit will happen, for real, for real.
I'm with that.
Keyshawn, is this your first year with the Dynasty brand? You were with them last year?
At Nationals, no, but in tournaments, yeah.
Okay, so this your first Nationals with them?
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Had you been to Nationals previous in co-ed?
Yeah. My first Nationals, I only knew about co-ed. I didn't know any other formats.
So where'd you come from?
I originally started playing with Darkside. That's what I was originally doing.
Okay.
So I didn't know, like, I just started playing flag. Like, it's only my third year. So I just started playing flag.
Okay.
So I didn't know anything but co-ed. And then I think, 2 years ago, I found out about 8-man. Or a year ago, I found out about 8-man. And then 7-man and stuff like that. Because where I stay at, we only have 7-man. So we ain't got nothing else. So then go from there.
Gates say put him on one of your teams, man. So you got so many. That's funny.
So what does 2025 look like for Killer Instinct?
Oh, first of all, he has that question. Was there any challenges in the other championship run? Was there?
There's plenty of challenges with shit.
Game wise, did y'all get tested in that one?
Well, again,
well, 5 co-ed, not 5-man. Excuse me, ladies.
With 8 co-ed playoffs, when we came to the playoffs, we actually played Suicide Squad. That was Arnold's team.
Okay.
But to the situation, his Rebels were playing. They were I don't know if they were in the semis or whatever, but they were playing.
So did y'all play early?
Yeah, it was like at 3:40.
It technically was later though. We played later, right?
Yeah, it was later because of the rain delay.
So that's right.
And then they had rain delays.
No, I'm talking about the 8 co-ed.
Yeah, 8 co-ed
was Sunday afternoon.
It was Sunday afternoon, right in the mix of.
Well, I guess I meant I should have said did y'all play earlier?
Really?
I thought co-ed is usually after the 8 contact.
No, it was right in the mix because they had so many D2 teams for 8 co-ed that they had to start 8 co-ed D1 first.
It started raining.
And transition because they had 14 D2 teams.
Okay.
And 6 D1, so it was a lot.
But usually co-ed is later.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's what
They
I was
just, I think, just because of the bandwidth, they had to start a little bit early.
Okay.
It hurt us in 8 co-ed.
The 8 women's bracket really started.
Yeah.
They know how it goes.
Yeah, they had their guys. They had Miko, they had Key, they had KT. They just needed their ladies.
Playing both sides, and they rushing. So I mean, it's just, it's just what it was.
But yeah, Arnold's squad, he just didn't have his people there. So that was, I think, 22-0, and then I think they scored 6. My bad. And then we played It's Whatever. That was Tone's them team, and they was just coming off winning 8-man. So him and his sponsor really just didn't. I mean, they did as what they could. That was like 20-0, and then we played the team that we played in pool play for the ship, and beat them 20-0. So
hey man, you act like you apologizing for them not having that play.
It is what it is.
Yeah, you were there for a mention. Shit, don't apologize for it.
But we always try to put on for the city, and it's, like I said, it's different versions of Dynasty. And everybody's like, well, Eric does this, Eric does that. I get it, but I kind of build a team for travel, and I rock with the guys that travel. Key, KT, and them. They fuck with me. They've been fucking with me for like a couple years now because they do travel, and I think a lot of some of their success, even with, and I know y'all going to get into the 8-man. And I know you talked about last week where, you know, it's like, man, it was kind of disappointing how the 8 men or 8 women we didn't produce. We had a lot of teams out there, but you got to give a little bit of credit to New Jack. They really wasn't in the league like that. They was in a couple tournaments. Like they went out to Vegas early in that year, and they won Vegas. So them being exposed to that competition out there, let them know, hey, this is Atlanta.
I'm
good.
sorry, I'm gonna have to interrupt you.
All right.
There was no competition in Vegas.
Okay, but I
We
was
were
saying-
all there. I even played in Vegas. There was no competition in Vegas. We were limited in numbers.
Okay.
That's the only reason. I'm not trying to take away from it. I'm just trying to let. There ain't no competition out in Vegas.
I got you. I got it. But I think more is just getting out.
Atlanta made it to the top 4 this year, though.
Yeah, they did.
Weren't they all of Vegas on that team though?
They had that one team though. Was the little I don't know their name. They was like pink and teal. They had a pretty
Without 12 people though.
Yeah, I said we had 9.
You know, like no team in Vegas had more. Y'all had 11, right?
The best game in the tournament was us and them.
Yeah. Like they had.
We had a daggone
Joe,
showdown.
we had 9 people. I think YB had 10. Y'all had.
Everybody was short.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Vegas
Yes.
team was loaded though.
They were loaded.
Yeah.
They were loaded.
But I think just that travel aspect, if Atlanta as a whole, if we can continue to push that narrative about getting out there, and just to, you know, because you'll see the up in smokes, the AUs, they'll come to, you know, to brawl for it all, or they'll go to Ohio, they'll go out to different other tournaments.
Mm-hmm.
And I think as a collective group, you know, we got plenty of 8-man teams just to get that exposure, because then I think it'll help them prepare when it comes to Florida, and they don't have that shock like, oh shit, 0-2 in barbecue, we out of there. You know what I mean?
That's 100% correct. Because after nationals, you know, I talked to several of the teams in my league, and I was like, "Listen, you got to get on the road.
Mm-hmm.
You got to get on the road. You know, playing in Atlanta is almost like now you're just playing what they consider division games. You know each other. It's any given Sunday.
Right.
But when you need to go to DC or these other places, not only to see how the teams play, but
Right.
see how those refs call games. Because when you get to nationals, you get to see refs outside of Atlanta, and they don't call the games the way you used to.
Right.
So that just getting that, for instance, helps the team. So I definitely agree that the travel is well warranted.
Yeah.
And bigger than that, it ain't give a little credit to them. I mean, if you heard the podcast last week, we gave big ups to New Jack.
Yeah,
Oh,
What they
definitely.
did in nationals was super impressive.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we talked about that last week, man. I was thoroughly impressed. You guys made a run out of this world, man. Especially when you got to go to the loser bracket and come back up. That's a gauntlet. You know what I mean? But now y'all stood on 10 toes on that, man. So I was super impressed. That was the deepest run of anybody in Atlanta in a mighty long time. So that was good stuff, man. That was impressive.
Absolutely.
Gates,
You
I was just
already got
about to
named
read that
yourself,
post.
But I told Miko on here, I said, but Miko, he's a known commodity now. Yeah, I mean, everybody already know KT across the country, but Miko, he's now known as well, man.
But
I was.
He should have. I talked about it with some of the
Y'all
people.
balled that.
He should have won All-American.
He didn't.
He did not.
Man.
He did not. He was recommended for it, but he did not get it.
That's somebody hating.
But Gates, you took that comment down. I was about to try and read it.
He said, "I'm a hush. I ain't no
I'm a
telling what
hush.
he said."
Okay.
What's up, Ronnie, man? Come on down, man. Oh, you just chilling? All right. Sit for right.
Hello, Billy.
But I will say one thing too, just to piggyback on that travel thing, like Miko, Key, KT, they wanted them because matter of fact, they got a lot of notoriety when they went to Nashville in that USA Flag when they was playing with EKA.
Okay.
They went to with the YTGs, the big boys, right? They went to both ships, the 4-man and 5-man, and went toe to toe with them motherfuckers. And so that's what
It was 3 of them.
It was 3 of them?
4-man, 5 screen, and 5
5.
man.
So that's
We going to the ship and everything we play.
So that's the thing is, like, we got horses, we got dogs down here. We need to get that elevated out to them. You know, let them see that. If we play in this 285 circle and keep playing in that circle, we're only just going to see what we see, right? Right. But we got talent, and that talent has showed throughout 2024. And I encourage all the captains, coaches, you listen to me, get out there on the road. Save that little bit of money up. If you can pony up $1,200 for a league, you can pony up whatever for a tournament. And that's just only going to help you out when you go to, Florida next year or whatever you want to do. And so I just encourage, everybody get out on the road for real, so we can put Atlanta together on the map. Now, I did say, I did see, like, there was a lot of, teams supporting each other down in Florida this year, a little bit more than what I've seen in the past. We always talk about that Atlanta versus everybody, but I saw a lot of people going, supporting other teams. We had a lot of teams down there, so I can appreciate that, but now we just need to take it up a notch. Let's go on that road, for real.
Copy that. My boy KT is playing receiver against YTG going crazy. Kill Switch said that. You hear me? Oh, Kill Switch said my boy KT was playing receiver against YTG going crazy.
Yeah. Whatever, that small ball, whatever it takes. That's what I can say though. Shout out to Ito. He the first person that really just put me on as far as like traveling. Just seeing the different styles, formats, and things like that. It's a lot of good talent across the nation. And a lot of different states, a lot of different formats. And just having that exposure to traveling, I think that kind of opened my eyes as far as like just wanting to get out there and see other teams, styles, refs, all that type of stuff. So he was the first person that exposed me to that. So that's what's in store for us this year. Like big on traveling.
Yeah.
Outside, going into their backyard.
Yeah. Traveling is important, man. I agree. I don't see how teams can really have a goal of winning a national championship without ever seeing teams outside of your local area. I don't think it's possible.
Especially because
I ain't seen it yet.
When you go to those other areas and play, you're going to see their best because they're at home. Right. So they're going to be loaded up across the board, as opposed to when they travel and they might not have their full team. So you go get to see them at their best, and that's going to give you more experience and exposure and see things you might not normally see in the league and just a lot of things. So it's extremely important.
You know what? And I think a lot of teams underestimate themselves maybe because...
Casey, can you stop being cool and come up close to the mic a little? No, that was a comment. I'm reading a comment.
Because I think sometimes people think that you can't travel unless you take your whole team or you got to take 20 deep 30. Hey, listen, you play some of your best ball when you short-handed. Right. When everybody be like, well, you can't look to your left or right, you just know, hey, man, it's just us. Let's go.
Everybody know what their assignment is.
Ball that way,
they ain't got what
you don't have to take your whole squad. Jokers, if you can get 12, if you get 12 on the road, you doing good. You're doing good.
If you know, you know.
It'd be 4
Yeah.
of us. It'd be the same 4 of us traveling.
Yeah. But jokers feel like, we don't travel, we don't get. Man, you don't need everybody.
Right.
You just get that core group, man. You can go play. Ain't no question.
And just being consistent with it, and like like with New Jack, their name is out there like that, right? So they can pick up a couple of dollars to make things happen. And I think a lot of teams here in Atlanta can do that too as well. It's just the more consistent you out there, the more they know your name. And I think the one thing, it's a little funny though, and I'm no shade, whatever, that face mob team that we played in the ship, they seen us before. And they seen us on the road. They seen KT. So I seen it in their eyes, they were scared. and KT came and said, hey, is that the dude that's such and such? He go to his girlfriend, and once we cut off, what his go-to was, that's why it was 52 to 8.
It was over out there, though.
Yeah, but that's being out there, seeing that team playing against them before, knowing their tendencies and stuff like that. If we didn't have that intel, it could have been a bigger dogfight. You know what I mean? But no, I'm proud of my team and proud of what KT has done. He's all these young ones because I'm gonna phase out in terms of playing. I'll still be that GM, still keep shit going. But it's good to kind of bring in that new energy and that new focus to keep it going because it's hard. Because, it's easy to start a team and it's easy to get the vibes going like, hey, new team, we're going to travel, we're going to do this, and that. But it's hard to maintain it and keep it going. Because I admit, I've made a lot of mistakes. You know, trying to do so much, and people's like, oh, Eric's doing too much. We didn't have the right team. It doesn't always go peaches and cream every time.
Right.
So what you see right here is success, but you also don't see some of the failures that I do in the background. And my team holds me accountable. Like, Eric, you fucked up. Yeah, I fucked up. But I try to pull together the best product, and then it's very satisfying for me when we can bring it together. And it's not because I can get a bunch of rings or whatever. I like to see, like, the young ones like Key that hasn't got a ring with me. Now he got a ring with me. You know what I mean? So it's just kind of continue to build on that shit, man.
Right.
For real.
That's good stuff, Coach. And congratulations again, man.
You're going to see me next year, too.
I believe it. Listen, I believe it, brother. You said it every year, man, so you ain't let me down yet, man. So, KT, man, how was it for you, bro, with all these different formats, man? How do you keep all this stuff together, man? I mean, I know you get beat up sometimes in 8-man, and how you keep moving it? And step up to the mic so the audience can hear you.
It's a passion, man. I think it's the passion for the game that drives me. Believe it or not, my team knew it. I'm gonna go on and say I was banged up that whole 8-man run from Friday, Saturday to Sunday. Like, that's knee, elbow, and my plantar. I guess I don't know what I gotta go check that out. But my heel was messed up. So just battling through that. I ain't gonna lie. I invested in my body. Probably about 2 years ago, started investing in my body. I got some little leg compression machines. It's a full body machine, so just getting on that, icing, recovering. You know, SA, using our resources that we got right in the city too. Shout out to those, Aisha. You know, you got people that do that type of stuff. But this year, being honest, I only played 3 formats compared to in the past. I used to play like 6, 7. My main focus was on 8-man this year. Just trying to drive that. We had a run with 5 co-ed, so I understood that. I'm like, yeah, we have one. He is playing like we on a run. You can't just. So I did that, but
Right.
I was pretty fresh this year. Outside of those injuries that I had from 8-man, but you know how that goes. We're gonna push through those. Like I said, it's the passion that kind of drives me. I love this game, like, with everything in me.
So let's briefly just talk about the 8-man run, though, man. Did y'all, at what point did y'all figure out or feel that, hey, man, we got a real shot at this thing? I mean, throughout the whole, even after the first loss, let's put it that way.
That's when we realized.
Okay.
Just being transparent, man.
Now we're talking your language.
Yeah, I feel like 8-6, 12-6, 7-6, 8-12, somewhere like 16-18, somewhere like that. And it all boils down to mistakes. And I think we came together after that game. It was like we can't have those simple mistakes. All it takes is one at nationals. If you go there enough, you realize that the clock runs that first half. That's a factor. So you probably get one possession the first half, 2 in the second, depending on who gets the ball first. Understanding that and just being strategic with your drives and understanding that everything matters, even special teams. I think we just was locked in on all phases of the game this year, even to the fact of being there an hour early every game. And that's over like 80% of the team. You know, stuff happens at nationals, so but we there to play football. In the state of Florida, it's a sunny state. You know, it's a lot of stuff to do. But if you ain't there to play football, then you can go there another time of the year. You ain't coming with us. That's the mindset now.
So Eric kind of mentioned it, but on this year, especially on Sunday, y'all had a much bigger crowd at the field for y'all than normal. Did that kind of give y'all extra energy and to feel like that, you know, you got to go out here and do it, you know, leave it all out on the line and, you know, just give y'all a push, especially with the delays and all of that. And looking at you're about to have to play 6 games in a row.
I definitely believe if you know this game, if you play it, momentum is everything. Energy is everything. to be honest, it felt like we was at home a couple of those games. Just looking and seeing the sideline and feeling that love, it definitely gave us something to drive for. But at the end of the day, I think we were just so locked in, we didn't realize it until it was over. Like the very last game. Our sideline been loaded all day pretty much because we were just so locked in on each other and what we was doing and what was at the task at hand that we was tunnel vision. If that makes sense. Like
absolutely.
We didn't see a lot of the things, like we felt it. You could feel that energy, but to see it, I don't really think we seen it until it was like over with.
I believe it, man. You got something there, big guy?
No, man, just happy to see these young guys coming up. You know, I've been playing a minute, so just the feeling of national, you know, I played with different teams, so the vibe was different. You know, I enjoyed it. I keep thinking back to the national 2 weeks ago, and it feels great. You know, y'all played it, so and congratulations, bro. Y'all won all 3 of these. I got here late.
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome, bro. But like appreciate the love, we felt a little like KT said, we were locked in. So I think we got something good going forward. You know, we got a mixture of old guys and young guys. So, you know, and they actually listen. They're going to talk their junk positive, but they actually listen. They actually want to learn. So that's where we at with it. Definitely.
And I think one thing, too, like, and me and KT is in lockstep, right? I knew how important 8-man was for him. So for me to selfishly, it's like, hey, bro, I need you for grip and rip. I need you for playground. I need you for this, that, and that. I scaled back. Right. And I was like, yo, hey, rock with me with 5 co-ed and then focus on 8-man. I knew how important that was for him to be locked in. And even he was slightly injured, too, and he was still dotting motherfuckers up. You know what I mean? So I knew how important it was for him. So I really wish I could have had him in all those other formats, but I knew what was important for him, and we're gonna be locked in and all the other stuff. But they gonna bring one home for the city for sure. I can stamp that.
Yeah, I mean, it was a remarkable run, man. You know, I watched about 3 or 4 of the games, and even through Sunday up until the last one, man. It was I was thoroughly impressed. I ain't gonna lie, y'all were locked in, like you said. You could just tell. I mean, if there's anybody that could have made that run, y'all were definitely ones that could have made it. You know, taking that, come out of that loser bracket is a monster.
It is. I even was looking at it and just was trying to figure out maybe if they could have put, because y'all only played 1 game on Friday, right? Saturday.
Yeah, we played 2 on
Yeah,
Friday.
we played 2 Friday,
and one Saturday. I'm like, it was there
Sunday.
the way they could have got maybe 1 or 2 of those games on Saturday, because I always feel it's never happened to lose the first day to come through all the way like that. And if it has, it's been extremely rare to win 6, 7 games in a row. And y'all won a game, so if you would have lost the first game, then it's even more games that you got to play. So yeah, I always feel like in the double elimination, the championship just comes down to the most rested teams. It's most times more so than the better teams.
Let me throw a question. Again, I don't play 8 contact like that. I'll get my ass 8 up. but what is what is the negative, or what's the issue of possibly doing it where you do the pool play and you take the top?
I can answer that right now. They won't do it. Because if you remember, before DC came down to brawl, all of it was pool play. But once DC came, they was like, we will not play pool play. So then 8-man is the only format in the whole tournament that plays double elimination. 8-man D1. And I personally think that it's equal, but they feel that no, they earn the right to not play but 1 or 2 games and then beat you down after you played 50. Hey, Angelo, because we've had that conversation.
I think it's not so much the beat you down part. I think it's more so an 8-man team that feels like they have a legitimate chance to win a national championship they're not gonna take a chance at a single elimination game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They like, you got to beat us twice.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now, if you are a mid-level team, if you don't really have if you don't really think you can win it, you know what I mean? And yeah, you might take a chance of any given Sunday. You know what I mean? But if I'm a team where I feel like I don't think nobody can beat us back to back.
Right.
So if I can go in there, if I can win them first three, you know.
Well, I mean, of course they're not going to beat you back to back. They just played 7.
That's the point.
You know,
that's
because
their
their
point.
schedule was 8 o'clock, 9:10, 10:20, 11:40, and if it would have been 12:50, and then 1:30.
Okay. All right. That's
Huh?
Yeah, we definitely gonna double deal.
We
But yeah, so with the pool play, it's a lot of variables too. Like, who are they taking everybody? You know what I'm saying?
no, not taking everybody. So like the old
And
school.
that was the other
way-
problem.
Right, it's
I'm
one
saying
or
that's
two
another
ways.
issue.
There's
How
two
are
ways
they-
you can
how
do
many
it.
are they taking?
There's
2 teams went 2-1, right? Now we gotta go by point. Like,
Do it.
you understand what I'm saying?
No,
like,
I
it's
see.
too many variables.
So
in
most
so
2-1
why not-
people
why
don't not
put it
in.
pools, right? Pools with the correct rankings, right? Of whatever, throughout the system. Put it in like 4 pools, and have the pool leaders, if they win, they advance, whatever, and stuff like that. But make the rankings correctly, but put them in pools. The top, 2 out of each pool advance.
So that's
Then
how
you
they
have
do it in the other formats, like with the 8 women.
Oh, okay.
They're in groups of pools. The winner of each pool.
Okay.
So it depends on. But right now the standard is 65%.
Gotcha.
So that's why at nationals they play 3 pool play games because everybody doesn't advance.
Right.
And like in like some of the other formats in 7s, where there might be not as many teams, they'll play 2 pool play games and then everybody will advance. But it just depends on how many teams are in the bracket,
Right.
and to determine whether you can do that. But like you said, but when it gets to the bracket, it's not often that a 2-1 team doesn't make it till Sunday.
Yes. I
Huh?
think one year, they did it. I think, remember?
That was the last year it happened.
That was the last year they did it. I think the team I was on was 2-1.
How many teams was in that?
It was all the 8-man teams were there.
We
Like 20?
went 2-0 that year. We went 2-0. We messed around, lost that last game at the end of the game, and our loss ended up knocking YB out.
Right, I
based
played
on
YB.
points.
Right,
Based
and
on
we
points.
sitting there watching that game like, are we gonna get in?
We were 2-0 and we lost that last game at the end of the game, but our loss cost them a spot.
So that
In,
in
bracket
that
play.
situation, that would have indicated that it was a top-heavy bracket because everybody at the bottom had to lose in order for.
Oh no, the brackets weren't evenly matched. There was some other brackets over there that were horrible. You know what I mean?
So
they put a lot of heavy
So
hitters in
well,
the same
see, that's
bracket.
the thing. You can't. I don't agree with that. If you're gonna, it's like if you do the pool play, you take the winners out of each bracket, and then everybody else goes in order.
Correct.
The way you're talking about is they're taking X amount of people out of each bracket.
That's what they do.
Because that happened to the Tigers one year at Austin Tyndall. Their bracket had them not making it. But then, of course, because there was an Atlanta team, I knew such and such rule. I kind of sort of called them and said, hey, here's the rule. And then they fought it, and they ended up kicking another team out. But in another bracket, they had a 1-2 team making it with a 2-1 team over here
okay,
not.
gotcha.
But, yeah, so I would just regroup after the top
After-
ones.
yeah,
So if you got 4 pools, the top 4 people go, and then everybody else goes into ranking order. Not just 2 from each pool.
No, that makes
because
sense.
then again, you could end up with a 1-2 team getting in and a 2-1 team going home.
No, that makes sense.
Yeah,
Gage
but you
said-
see what Gage just said.
Yeah. Old Atlanta won. They went 3-0 in pool play and lost that 4th one. It was out of there. You know what I mean? That's the risk some teams ain't willing to take.
Right, 1 loss we go, and we undefeated. Imagine going 4-1,
You're right.
and you out of there. You know what I'm saying?
But the other
My
team
first
was
year going to
undefeated
nationals,
too.
What happened? We were undefeated in
So
pool
it's,
play.
you know, you
Boy,
can't
T.
just
Cole.
keep.
Or were they may have lost in
When
pool
you see the
play,
game
but
over,
we
you
were
say like
undefeated.
a
That was it.
3-0
That was our first
team.
loss all weekend.
Go against like
That's the
That's
problem.
why I ain't like, everybody else done lost
they
1 or 2.
the 2-1 team beat
That
them,
shook
so
back
that's
and-
their first loss.
But don't y'all always say, don't lose?
Yeah,
That's always what y'all say, don't lose.
that is true.
That's always what y'all say. If you don't lose, you don't worry about that. But it's just,
But I see the tradition.
From the
I
minute-
see the tradition of what 8-man's been built on. So
From an administrative standpoint, it's much easier to avoid the type of conflicts that y'all run into when you have pool play versus when you had double elimination. Because in double elimination, you don't know when you're going to lose or when you're going to win, so you don't know exactly which time slot you're going to play. Whereas in pool play, we can block all co-ed playing at night, so there's never conflict with nobody. And then you can do every format like that. But when you got double elimination, it has to overlap.
Do you think it's a stigma around the pool play and the double elimination? Like double elimination trumps it a little bit more?
In the 8-man D1, yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right.
But
that's fair to say.
All the other formats, they good with the pool play.
Well, we'll just keep it as it is then.
Because you also have to think about the way y'all don't want to lose.
No,
I'm saying the way you don't want to lose and you think you better. That's the same with pool play. You don't want to drive all the way across the country to lose 2 games and then out the door, going home the same day you got there. Because that's how it happened in Virginia Beach for some teams this year. They drove all the way to Virginia Beach.
2 in barbecue?
2 in barbecue, and then they just sitting there. And that was like, and then, your game's back to back. It's 100 degrees outside, and you just drove 9 hours to get there. So I see it from the other side, too.
Gotcha.
But D1 wants the double elimination. That's what they get. And everybody else wants pool play. But also think about this. If everybody was double elimination, there would be playing no 5 and 6 formats.
Hell no.
There would absolutely not be it. You might get 2 because you just don't know when you're going to play and when you'll be there. So then that eliminates a lot of the getting the most out of the tournament that some people say they like to do.
I think it'll only affect the larger formats. Small ball will work still. Formats go by so fast. I think it'll work for small ball still. It wouldn't work for the larger formats though.
What I'm saying is, like, if you're playing small ball and playing big ball, those double elimination times, you just never know when you're going to play.
And I think that's why a lot of the guys that we feel like don't play in Orlando go to Tampa, because they can play the 4-man, 4 co-ed, 5 grip and rip it, 5 gauntlet. They can play 7 formats and it's all small ball.
They all pool play.
And I feel you.
That's what I'm saying. They're all pool play.
It's only affected when you play those larger formats because of the time change. It's different factors that weigh into those games. So it's a little bit longer. It's a little strenuous. It's more. The field is larger. It's a lot more arguing. The time is. It's like all of that stuff matters. Small ball is 12 minutes of running. Stop at 1 minute. There ain't no 2-minute one. It's 1 minute one. Game rolls and it's just like ain't no time out. So the game is fast paced. So I think that's what it would affect. Yeah, you're right about that. But if you're just focusing on small ball, and I think that's what a lot of guys are doing, it would work. Because to even get a shot at the USA team, you got to go in their tournaments to play some small ball.
Right.
And I think that's what we kind of starting to notice, because that's what's been ringing in my ear a lot. Like, why y'all don't go do this? Why y'all don't do that? Atlanta, Georgia's an 8-man state. That's what we do. That's what we play here. We don't have a lot of small ball here.
Right.
We do it. We can play it.
Ain't got none.
But we're an 8-man state, so
Yeah.
we're gonna go with that bump it.
We're going to try to change the narrative, though.
Oh, Miko chimed in. What up, bro? Just shouted you out, man. You balled out the Nationals, Miko.
Oh yeah.
Hey, boy, you did your thing, man. For real.
That's why I said our word this weekend. That weekend was selfless, man. It was selfless, not selfish. Because I seen a lot of people grow up. Like he said, shout out to Miko. It was a lot of times, he'll give you a back and forth if you know him. This weekend, it was none of that.
Really?
The first day, we talked to him and said what we said. He woke up Saturday, Sunday.
Locked in, too.
Well, what? Y'all seen it. Well, what? Y'all seen it. That young boy, shout out to YMB. They were locked in all of them.
Yeah.
All of them. Like Ronnie said, we got a good mixture of young talent, you got prime talent, and you got, the OGs of it. So
Yeah.
it's a good mixture, and it's all gelling well now. So we played selfless and like a family this year. So use that momentum, and I think the sky's the limit for us going forward.
I agree. I think we got the personnel to match up with anybody. I mean, we can go big on big. We can go skill on skill, and I put my guys up against anybody. We can bet on whatever, but it showed this weekend. We switched it to whatever team we were playing, you know. And like KT said, selfless. Everybody still understanding what the overall goal was, right? Understanding, hey, you might have to chill this game. You know what I'm saying? I can't remember what Phil called the guy, the different type of rushers. I can't remember what he was calling.
Speed and the big.
Speed rusher, big rusher, you know what I'm saying?
Calling speed and the big rush.
Right. You know, most of the DC teams, they got that deep quarterback. You know, a big guy, it's pointless. By the time he's snapping it, he getting it, you need some speed, right? But then when you play like a UT Cobras, they got them big guy or main event, right? You need some people that gonna bang with them. So I think we got a great mixture. Like I said, everybody understand the assignment. So
that makes all the difference in the world, boy.
Absolutely.
When everybody understand, like you said, not being selfish, but being selfless, that makes all the difference in the world, boy. All the difference in the world. When jokers understand, this might not be your game, and it's okay. I mean, if we here for the long haul, it's gonna come. But everybody don't get it. Everybody don't get it. What up, Digital? Yeah, but now y'all balled out, man. I had to make sure, I had to make sure I acknowledge y'all, man. That was a heck of a run, man. You know, we were real proud to see how y'all represented.
And even the shout out to the Rebels. You know, they made it to the ship.
Oh yeah, shout out to the Rebels.
They made
man.
it to the ship against Lady Elite. You know what I mean? So another team that travels a good bit, a little bit too. So Arnold
been dominant for a while.
You know, shout out to them. So you know, we making noise. It's just, I guess, where do we go from here? You know, we got a bunch of 8-man teams, 7-man teams, 5 co-ed teams, 8 co-ed teams. How do we elevate Atlanta to that next level? Because, like to James' point, we ain't really bring that much back to the city. We had more teams in the city this year than we had last year, but last year we brought more ships, I think, something like that. So what can we do to elevate the city?
I think it lies back to what we started with, the travel. That's the biggest goal, being put not in your comfort zone, not just knowing that we going to show up. If we play Shockwave at 8 o'clock, they ain't going to have everybody, so we going to be good, versus, if we play them at 2, you know, that's comfort zone. But you go out of town, you not know what you going to get. You don't know who they got. You don't know who their secret weapons are. You don't know who you got to look out for. You don't know who the KT is, who the Miko is, who the Javion is. You don't know those people. So that means you got to be prepared for any situation that comes across the board. And that's not an element of surprise that they get in Atlanta.
And everybody know how to play it. I got that a lot this week, the 2 weekends we were at National.
Yeah.
Oh, you really fast. Huh? Yeah, it felt good to not know you. I'm like, yeah, but like you said, like they know of you, but they ain't really played you like that. It's hard to defend something that you just watching on film.
Mm-hmm.
You still gotta go out there and stop it.
They didn't know half of us.
That was a good thing.
That's why they couldn't stop it. They didn't know half of us. That's why they couldn't stop it.
Yeah.
They did.
Any Vic here? What is that?
Yeah. No, you let them tell you.
A Vic here.
Yeah.
Okay. Who is that?
Yeah, man. But I also think guys gotta, why travel is so important. Nationals is the ultimate goal, sure. But winning should be the ultimate goal. You know what I mean? If you can win 2 tournaments, any tournament throughout the course of a year, win a tournament anywhere is not an easy task.
Outside of the state.
Yeah, it's not an easy task anyway. You know what I mean? So after that, that's what builds up the momentum and builds up confidence. And when you can go somewhere else, I don't care if it's North Carolina. You know what I mean? Vegas may not have been what you said,
That's
but
Vegas
was,
it
had to.
It's opinionated. That's opinionated. Like you said, that was his opinion on it. But it was for us. You battling the Heat. 9 players. That's all. That's the factors, man. We from the city. So,
I was just coaching. I was big on tired of the motherfucker.
We had to play 2. We had to play 2 guys or whatever. You know how I go and play, but we was out there like, listen.
That's Vic. That's Vic from New Jack.
Oh, Vic.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
What's
I
up,
know you
Vic?
had a Vic there. Okay.
Yeah.
OC. What's up, OC?
Yeah. So that Vegas tournament.
I ain't saying they weak as water, but I just don't think matching up
that's
personnel.
What travel is, though.
Personnel.
They said that when the city was there.
Yeah.
They were there.
Yeah.
Like,
Windy City,
it was
huh?
unfortunate.
What, in Vegas?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we played Windy City.
But
Really?
think about
Watch
it
that
too.
game.
Eastland, what was his last name? Even now, I don't know what they were called last. Cheat code.
Oh yeah, they
Cheat
was out there.
code.
Cheat code. Yeah.
yeah.
It was,
Yeah,
yeah.
cheat code.
It was a lot. It was some teams
That was good,
that like
yeah.
it was just like that factor matter. You can see a lot of teams weighing down. I felt like mentally we was just above a lot of teams. Like we had the same factors as everybody else, and we came out on top. And I feel like I looked to my left one time. It was me, Javion, and Mon rushing against the biggest team in Vegas. They said all of us was just standing there. But we're going to have to figure it out. Rush forward. And it worked. So it was like you said, you can't look left and right and say, hey, bring some beans. It was no beans. This is us. Like, you want to come down here and try? Like, we can switch. You want to come to DB? Like, that's what it was. And it's like, okay, we're going to go to offense and we're going to kind of, I feel like it built our mental up for nationals. Okay, let's slow roll it. Let's use the clock. Let's use the offense. Things that teams do to us on offense.
Right.
I didn't realize until somebody came up to me last year at nationals and said, our goal is to keep you off the field. I'm like, that's why I get 1 or 2 drives. You go 1 for 2, it's 12-6. They win.
Oh yeah.
Like, and that's the ball game. And it's just like you feel like you played so bad, and then you do that the next day, and it's 3-0, and you out of there. Dang, it's over with. Like,
that's how well y'all played the Vegas team in nationals. They ran out. I don't know how long the drive was on y'all. I know they ran a 14-minute drive on us. They ran that long drive on him, but we was on the sideline. We were like, shit. I said, but what they don't know is, New Jack come back and still scoring 3 plays. And y'all were down the field so fast. I was like, see? And then by the time they got the ball back, they ain't had no time.
they had no time. Yeah, they did that.
And just to reinforce the traveling, I mean, we were ranked 8th or 9th, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember which one, but we won Vegas, and then we made it to the top 3 in Broad. That's it. So, and we were ranked 8th. All them DC, all the other teams, they traveling, they playing other tournaments, they playing all, they getting points, and just that, right?
I was explaining that to somebody about how when it was like all the Atlanta teams be grouped together, I said because all the Atlanta teams do the exact same thing. So there's no difference. You know, all your points going to look similar because y'all all doing the same thing. So when you get, if you know how bracketology work, 8 and 9 is always going to play one another. You know, it's certain teams and seedings, a 3 and a 6. So in order to separate y'all so you don't have to see Atlanta so much, you got to get out the same point range so that you can see other people. And that's what traveling does. Jeru said traveling most definitely paid off this year. He traveled more and was way more prepared for the Nationals. Rico said, man, we was dead in Vegas. Lorenzo said, y'all have good momentum. I mean, it was hot.
For me, I've been playing flag about 7 years now, so.
I don't know.
For
I don't know
me,
who that
Vegas
is.
one
I
of
just
my
read the
top trips
comments.
since I've been playing.
Yeah.
It was just like all we had was each other. It was nothing. It was just, it was a vibe.
It was great. It was hot. You know, I remember when we were lining up, Butter had to go out there and play line up at wide receiver because we were so short. It was just nobody there. But you know, that 100-degree heat. And like you said, I know we were, Joe Word came out as the number 1 seed in our bracket, but we ain't have but 9 people. And then we played that team, all 4 of their linemen looked like CL over there. And it's like, right up there, we running up against us. So, and like, you know,
What was that team name?
Yeah.
The Bullies or something? I don't know. The other Vegas, not No Lackey.
No, not No Lackey.
It was another team in Vegas.
the
That's who we played in the championship.
Him and Pink.
They
They
were
were pink. They was from Vegas. They was
Not the money.
Playboy They was all Pink though. I remember.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking
I
about?
thought it was
Like,
Playboy
y'all.
Bunnies or some shit like
I don't
that.
know. Them boys, it was the same way though. I'm telling you, we looked at one point, I'm just like, bruh, like, we can't even be mad we ain't getting no set. Like,
Because I'm like,
what move you know down here? I don't even play down here.
it was one play.
Tell me what.
I'm like, I know I can't hang, so I'm lining up wide so I can rush back there. They had a slot receiver that was just as big as the lineman, so they came back and hit me with the crack block. I was way on the other side of the field, like It's just but we tired.
Yes, they had you rushing out there?
Appreciate OC. The Goonies.
The Goonies.
So, okay.
Yeah, them boys. I don't know.
Okay enough for
Yeah, they were noted. They were noted out there too.
Yeah, they were.
James
no,
Lane.
Him and that team that was over there cussing us out or something. Whatever.
Yeah, you finna fight me go out there, you didn't even play. You mad y'all out.
Yeah.
Y'all sorry. You got 9 people. Literally.
Yeah, that was a good tournament. I agree. That helped build a lot of momentum. And you get to find out what other guys got. You know what I mean? You get to find out who you got on your team. You know what I mean? You get to see what they really about. You know? So I know we had a couple on it. We found out, man, it was, hey, he all right. So,
And you learn the other teams. Like, I'm a base player, right? I don't play in the spread, but the Vegas team, right? I think we started in base or spread.
Yeah, base.
And then I was like, bro, then we beat them in spread. Go back to spread. Like, they can't match up to it. That's what we did. So you learn other teams as well. You know how they play. You know what you need to do to beat them. So
Isn't there one too in Colorado that was a big tournament that I know Wave used to go to.
That was the same weekend as Virginia Beach this year.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah, we went to Colorado. Colorado was a nice tournament too, but them flight prices, man, it was like $600, $700 round trip to Colorado. Well, we like, that ain't gonna work.
And then you start getting weaker and weaker.
Yeah. It's been a nice tournament out there. But the prices got ridiculous out there.
They realize what's going on.
Right. So what's next up for your squad?
For co-ed, we'll definitely Killer Instinct and Dynasty. We're gonna basically kind of dictate which tournaments we're gonna go to. Obviously, we're gonna support James and 5-star, Brawl for it all. But outside, I mean, KT's gonna basically kind of dictate when Killer Instinct is gonna be going out there. I made a commitment to him that we're gonna make it a heavy centric focus on what group we got out there, because it's, again, so many versions that I throw out there, but I want to throw a specific version, especially if we go to USA Flag or we go to UFFL. I want them to see that same thing that they saw back in Orlando, right? So we won't be popping out a lot, but when we pop out, you're going to see it, for real. So next one will probably be Jason's Weekend Warriors in April. We're going to try to pop out in Vegas in one of those USA Flags. And their nationals is a little crazy. Their nationals is in November. So a lot of these schedules are a little bit different than how they usually are set up, right? So we'll figure out which ones make the most sense and, continue to push it forward, man. For me, I'm always trying to expand the brand. One thing I'm going to try to focus on is trying to build another women's team.
Okay.
And I'll try to get out there and get another 5 women's team. I know I helped out a lot of people. Pressure, and also shout out to Donnie and Storm. But I'm trying to build another little women's team that's willing to travel. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. It's like everybody's talking that game about traveling, but when it comes to it, it's only a couple heads that will travel. So we'll work it out though. But that's kind of what's on top, and keep repping for the city, man.
That's what's up. OC said Denver was lit. Miko said we the best co-ed team in America.
I got a question for.
He told Vic y'all full though. Just trying to get over.
Hey, you got to. Any new contracts? Any new contracts you got to go through KT.
No, I ain't gonna lie. They be like, can you play with y'all? We be like,
If you got to go through KT.
Yeah. We got so many people that was like,
always
hey,
said,
can I
man, you ain't going for that.
Big dead if it going through KT. That's
But
all.
it feels good because that's a recognition. Like, people see the family vibes. They just not only see the winning, they see like how we have a good time, how we joke, and that people get attracted to that. You know what I mean? You're gonna win, you're gonna lose some, right? But when they see that energy, we get crunk. When we light motherfuckers up, people see that like, yo, I want to be a part of that.
I think everybody want to play with us, but they can't play with us.
They don't understand.
And they don't get it. Like, you was a star over there. That's not going on over here. Like,
They got
it's more like, bro.
We don't need all that.
We need you to just do what you just do what we gonna do, man.
This what I say, bro. You go from being the guy to one of the guys.
Yeah.
You feel me? Folks can't handle that.
Yeah.
They going to be the guy when
Right.
they putting themselves above the team. But leaving the team coming to us, you going from the guy to one of the guys.
So when you when you think you him, and then you go against them, and then that's that's dead.
That's what we pretty much did the whole year. We just, me, KT, Nate, Miko, all of us, we just traveled. So we, like I say, we played like the people they consider to be the top people in the flag, and you see that it's a big difference between like what we playing down here, and then you go over there and play them. So that's why I feel like when we went to national, we like, it was more like we seen y'all before, we owe y'all one.
Yeah,
So that's pretty much how we look at it in every format. Like, we owe y'all one because y'all got us back in this state.
Right.
So now it's the same way in 5 co-ed. Like, well, KT wasn't there for grip and rip, and they beat us in the championship, and they were talking trash. I mean, we're gonna see y'all again. When our team here, we're gonna see y'all. So now we're gonna see like, and we just be coming out on top. So I think a lot of people do want to play with us, but a lot of people can't play with us.
I already got some text messages from people up north saying like, I don't want to see that killer instinct where they don't want to see that shit no more. I already got text messages like Eric. They're just like Eric. Which team? I say if you see KT, just run.
We always say we got our quarterback. Ain't pretty much you can't tell us nothing else.
Nah, you can't do nothing too much with that, bro. I ain't gonna cap.
Miko say y'all got to run back Nashville this year.
We got a couple teams.
He said y'all got stepped on and still hurt.
But we can take
That's
that.
the competitive.
Yeah, we can take that.
I don't really think we didn't get. It was one game that was kind of like, and that just speaks to our that what we can do from in the state, man. We had never played for it, man.
Right.
In one of the Nashville USA tournament, we in a championship, in a 4-man championship.
Wow.
You don't know the rules. Name one time it's been an Atlanta 4-man. Since I've been playing, I haven't seen one.
I ain't seen one either.
I think the only format.
Nah, you remember 4-man?
Oh yeah. Oh.
Yeah, that's when we didn't know about it.
We
That's
played
what
in
I'm
that
saying.
league. And the 4-man.
I was gonna say we didn't know about
What was his
it
name?
as we went. Like,
I
you
know
can't
what you're
run in
talking
it.
Yeah, but we had that 4-man league.
We played ball like.
Also say y'all were BS in Nashville.
Who we to YMB. YMB, man.
We just got beat. What it was, we lost. What it was. We beat every top team from every state and ran into one team who was ready for us, and we lost. What it was, but we done been in the championship in every format we have played together, except for, I know they've been in the 8-man championship. I haven't been yet, but every format we done played together, we've been to the championship. So we either going to the championship and beating them. That's the only way we're gonna lose is in the championship.
That's what's up, man.
Good mindset, ain't it?
Right, that's what I'm telling
That's
folks.
the mindset.
Winning is a skill set. Like, some folks just don't know how to win.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? People that have success, they know what it takes to win. Some folks, you might have all the talent in the world. There's several teams out there we loaded. Atlanta loaded, period. But it's several teams that, even with league play, they don't know how to win. And that's why I always commend y'all for y'all run and all the older guys and New Jack. Like, it's a skill set. Winning is a skill set. It's a mentality. It's a work ethic. It ain't just we gonna pull up
Right.
because we got all the guys. Like, it's different.
That's what me and Eric was laughing about, Billy. We were just sidebarring about that same situation.
I always, it made love what y'all be doing too.
Appreciate it, brother.
For real.
Yeah. But I'll definitely say for
You talking
a
about
lot of cats, 8-man,
He don't even know what
7-man
position
cats
he
to
play. That's
continue
what
to
position he gonna play.
expand out, try other formats. You know what I mean? And I've seen a lot of cats, even 8-man get into co-ed and stuff like that. Be versatile. Don't be that. I mean, I know 8-man does take a lot out of you, right? But you got a couple cats over here that play 4, 5, 6 formats. Try to expand it out a little bit. So if you do go 0-2 in barbecue, whatever, you still got something else to look for the rest of the damn weekend. You know what I mean?
I think preparation goes very far.
Yeah, that's true.
The way they had us preparing for nationals, like it's no ice on the field. We outside.
We were practicing, John.
Can't give our sauce away. You know we were locked in.
Overly locked in.
Man, it was
Definitely locked in.
Whoa. We figuring out our own recipe now. It's like, we can't do what's best for everybody else. We gotta do what's best for us sometimes. I think when we understood that and understood
Facts.
what we trying to do, what's our goal, what's happening, things got a lot.
The BMO.
Close out all the noise.
It did. Like, we weren't worried about nothing. No, like I said, like,
That makes
we
all the
became
difference in the
selfless.
world.
Like, I keep saying that word. Shout out to the boy Osi, man. Osi said, let's play selfless this weekend. And I think everybody heard that word and just took on that mindset, man. Like I said, there was a lot of guys like him. Get me in two. I got you in one. Nah, bro, rock out, bro. You just made 2 plays in a row. Like, that type of communication across the board. Like,
I had a team.
I'm finna go make us play on special teams. I ain't never heard that since I've been playing flag. It was on the outside line. Like, bro, let me go. I got it. I ain't coming off special team. Like, what?
That's big.
I'm staying, and these are starters on offense and defense. Like, nah, I'm staying on special teams.
Folks didn't think
That's
that
big.
like
That's
folks didn't
big.
think the older
That's big.
people and the young people was can work together in general.
They was applying it to off the field thing. We had a restaurant. He like, hey, nah, don't sit right there. Let's be selfless. Come on, let them sit right there. I'm like, man, y'all do it too much. But at the same time, like, as long as everybody applying it to everything and you see it, you know what I'm saying? Everybody believe it in the same thing. Like, we ride in the car. They talking about who get in the front seat. Now, usually a front seat can be an argument, but it's not really an argument. You know what I'm saying? But he like, nah, you go ahead and get in the front seat. I'm not being selfish this weekend. I'm like, what in the y'all got issues, man. But it was good to see it. You know what I'm saying? Even if we in the playful manner, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's on their mind.
I used to aim at the soul board.
It's the people that you.
I used to aim at the soul board. You can have anybody.
I know we talked about it, and bro, you were like, bro, wow.
Well, also because like I said, I didn't know what 8-man was.
Look.
Like even Kim texted me like, bro, you look so bored. I'm like, I think 8-man so bored. And I played it now, and I'm like, this ain't that bad.
I'll tell you one format that's going to grow. That old 35. That old 35.
This was the most amount of teams we've had.
Yeah. 8-man, 7-man, 5-man, 8. Hey,
They were loaded,
all
wasn't
you young cats, y'all good. But my old 35, hey.
That it's a different vibe. It's lit. I like it.
I think old 35 8-man had like what?
This was the most team we've ever had. We had 12. 3 from Atlanta, but we had
But it was
12
like
overall.
12 teams.
12 overall.
12
And it was
teams.
a
That's
wait
good.
list, right?
Yes, it was a wait list.
Wow.
Yeah, that was
So
crazy.
that's just letting you know, like, cats are extending them years. You know, and then some of these young cats, KT, who come around that corner in one day. You got a long time, but at some point, you know, flag is one of them sports that you can continue to play for a long time. So that old 35, and I hate to say, I played in that old 45 in Tampa.
They got over 45?
I
I ain't playing.
There you go.
You're
bad.
teams in there.
Did they have
They had
35
10.
now when you played?
That's how I tore my Achilles in the 35 and up game. I told my Achilles.
I'm going to start an old 35. James, you going to start one with me?
I got one.
We played him, bro, and have it.
Okay, well, I need some old 35 formats because I'm bringing one out, all right?
What, 8-man?
What's up, Z?
We'll do 8-man.
Listen, we got enough teams, people literally that have at least 5 to 6 over 35 teams.
Yeah, we can make it happen.
We got, it's just, you know, consistently playing, but
Correct.
yeah.
Somebody who's
said
killed
40
Sweet.
to
They
new
say
30.
you let them get on that 35 and up team. Who was that? Who was
You know who was my other quarterback when we played 4-man, Angelo?
You know who
Amos.
was with you?
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
we played.
Can you click it on your face?
Yeah, that's an interesting format.
We need to get more formats.
I'm trying to
I ain't gonna lie, I don't really like.
doing 10 to 12
I just played it. It was. I ain't really just a fan. I gotta be able to put my hands on it. I don't really know about it.
So when is the 8-man, 8-women season starting up? I'm going to come out and watch
March 9th.
March 9th? Okay.
March 9th.
Bet. Where at?
Same locations. Carver, McNair.
Okay.
I ask him that question every week, Z Truth. I don't know why he wear that hat. He won't take it off.
Listen, I almost brought my Cowboy shirt.
Hey, man, chill, man.
I almost brought my Cowboy
3 of
shirt. It's in the car.
I'm just saying.
I'll go get it.
Try to get it.
I got
$10 billion.
For KT and my boy Key, and then we can get into last night what that mean. But how was the transition, like from the different formats? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, cause I always wonder, cause obviously for a reason, I'm like, bro, you can hit like this 8-man, but from y'all perspective, how was that? I'll start with Key, and then you as a quarterback, like from this small field to now you got the whole field. How's that transition and how you transition between them different formats when you playing?
I think we all just really imagine like what he'll say to us. He be teaching us like you gotta learn the rules, and you gotta learn like what you
Another
playing.
thing, you got the rules.
So like I said, we spent the whole year just straight traveling. So we traveled everywhere to play ball. So when we got the different like 8-man and 7-man and 5 co-ed, we already knew stuff because it was just kind of programmed into us. Like before you can have all the skill in the world, but if you don't know the rules, it don't matter. So stuff like that. So with us, it was just like, you know what I'm saying, what with KT, how he got us in this format and stuff. Like even at 8-man practice, I did something. He was like, bro, you not playing 7-man, like this 8-man, so you can't make that mistake. So now it just drew it into us like, okay, we got to really lock in, you know, and respect whatever format we playing. So that's pretty much how we just different, like, you know what I'm saying, divvy them up. Cause we'll go play, like I said, we went and played 8-man, turn around and play 7-man, win the overtime, to turn around and play 8 co-ed. So the whole year we were just teaching ourselves like, it's the rules of this is the rules of that, this is how we play this, and then, you know, having that same mentality in all of them. So that's how we approached it when it came to all the formats.
For me, you know, I've learned to play the game. I consider myself more of a timing quarterback. So just knowing like the dimensions of the field, and when that changes, the route changes. So understanding, like you said, the format that you're playing and what we're trying to do. So a posting 7-man, 8-man, 5-man, 4-man is different. So if I tell you to run a post in 5-man, it's not run 7-step, stick, stem. It's more so just draw a line of a post straight to the other side of the field because the game is so quick and fast and the field is smaller now. You don't have time to do all that. He can sit on top of the route, and then if you're taking too long, the backside corner can help. So just understanding like what you're trying to do and how you got to throw it. Like a lot of that stuff can't be floated. You got to kind of put it there. Moving to 7-man, you know, it's non-contact. It's not necessarily like a rush line from certain. You can come from the line of scrimmage. So it's a mixture of 7s is more like a mixture of 5 and 8s. You can screen block if the pressure's getting there. You can kind of go spread. You can run right away. And then, you know, 8-man is that's the natural for us. So that's the easy part. The hardest part for me, just being honest, is going from non-contact to contact. When you play football, I truly believe it's hard to play the game of football without no contact. Even if we both going for the ball, contact is going to be made, whether it's incidental or on purpose. Like, it's one ball and we both going for it. In the game of football, that's called an interception. So I don't know how to wait till you catch it and then try to pull your flag. Like, I ain't, my brain ain't wired like that. So the hardest part for me is like going from contact to non-contact. Now, what I can say, one format that can mess you up, one lead, and that's reflex. Oh man, I got away with one at national. A mean stiff arm too. You
can stiff arm.
Z, you don't play no other format.
That was like, cause it took you back to like real.
No,
football.
Z, she was saying 8 or 4. She don't play no other format.
That's pretty much it. When you understand the position of quarterback, understand like ball trajectory and things like that, or 1 ball, 2 ball, 3 ball, you know how the defender is playing, how he trailing the play. You might can't throw it flat. You might have to put a little air on it and things like that. So it helped me in far as the other formats.
Gotcha. Okay.
Time and things like that.
Different format, same mentality. We just don't think folks is better than us. So it don't really matter the format. That's the mentality we have with every format. Whether it's 8, 7, 6, it don't matter. We just don't think whoever in front of us is better than us. Like we were talking about it earlier. You said something about us going base, spread, AU. We were talking about that earlier. And like I was saying, I felt like we were better in spread because you have to guard all 8.
So bored, bro.
We don't think the other.
You gonna say what y'all doing? Look,
There's no way to guard JB and ass on
Don't go crazy.
Well, wow.
No,
gonna put it in the microphone, bro. What's up, bro?
That boy, wow. Hey, man, but hey, congratulations again to you guys winning them national championships, man. Once again, brother, we know you'll be back. Right. So I guess we'll dip real quick. James, want to recap us on what league started and all that stuff?
Yeah, I mean, it started March 9th. We're planning to be back at Carver and McNair. The final payments are due, I think I said March 2nd. Yeah. And, yeah. Excited for what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10th season. Huh? It's the 10th season.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. Crazy, right? I didn't even realize it till I just put it in my head.
How many teams anticipated?
Currently,
you got to bring out the bill for on the boys. You got the bill for on the boys. Man.
we currently at a 17 question mark.
Dang. That's 2 divisions, obviously.
A pro and a comp, yeah. Yeah.
That's big. That's big.
Yeah, the question.
I mean, floor is open for questions. Okay. Kudos, fellas. Yeah. I know the question was we talked about whether or not, because the traveling portion, but we would be finished before
Vegas.
Before Vegas, so everybody would be able to go there.
All right, good enough, man.
When you gonna bring 8 co-ed back?
So that was on the agenda. We got our 8s back up. We just put our 7s out there. We're bringing the softball back, and so the 8 co-ed is actually on the schedule.
I was say, what we doing, KT?
She like Nico, but Vic done said it too.
It's a setup.
It's just a setup.
He did like Nico.
That sounds like an offline conversation.
Okay. Say flip, take a shot, put Miko on live. Yeah, we should have. We're not gonna call in. We have a link for Miko, boy.
What? He was just on the phone. He was just on FaceTime.
Yeah, we'd have known. We'd have got a link just for him.
That's what went crazy in Vegas too. That boy woke up with new legs. I don't know. I promise he was dead the Saturday. He woke up Sunday and it was just like, I don't know where he just woke. And it's different time. And we was up at 6 in the morning, I think. And he was just around that thing just hopping around. I'm like, well, who gave that man some sugar or something?
Too funny.
And he didn't stop running from when he woke up till it was time to go.
He said he fell asleep at the casino.
Yeah, he did. I'm telling you, we were like, bro, we might well forfeit tomorrow, and we were the number 1 seed.
Right.
Like, how we gonna play? All our play, we woke up the next day, and we ain't had to play till like 1 either.
Yeah.
It was a good time. That's why I said it was like we was up early and didn't have to play for like 6 hours later. Like, that was a good feeling.
No doubt.
Shout out to Vic. He had some lady come and do the little. She sprayed the little. Cairo, yeah, it was the iron. And the whole team. And Vic, if he's still on here, Vic, what she do? Man, she hit all the hot spots. Everybody.
I don't know what you're talking about, Dominique.
Ice over it, and then when it turned blue, that's the part of your leg that's injured.
Oh wow.
I heard that before.
Yeah.
It's like a machine they have. It's like they basically like scan your leg, turn blue. That's a part of your body that's.
And it's like ice. It's like a,
it helps too. It's like cup therapy, all sorts of stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking about the cryo?
Cryo therapy.
Oh, yeah.
I was doing that for nationals 1 year.
Oh, that's crazy. Because I think 1 year we actually, Mashonda, we had the actual machine. So you could go in all the way to your neck. and it would freeze you all the way down.
Sometimes even
Then they had something like that at UFL this year. Some DMV lady.
So we had the guy with the handheld machine, but no, the one we had at that tournament, it was actually the big. It was like almost like a stand-up bathtub.
I know what you're talking about. I feel like they had something like that this year. You don't know about the lady, the DMV something?
DMV Chill.
Chill. That wasn't that?
Yeah, no, they had the mobile one.
Oh, okay. I ain't go see it. I just thought.
Yeah, that was them.
It let you know you hurt.
You just got to be real careful because
Damage your nerves.
they had a guy come out one year to the women's league with his mobile cryo, and they all signed up for it. And then maybe a few days later, he had burnt all of them. He had burnt several of them. So you can't freeze with so much and so fast, and he didn't know what he was doing. And so,
You can do it, monitor it, and then put the cups on.
Yeah, I feel like Pearson's thing.
All right. Anybody got anything else?
We appreciate
Any
you
other
guys.
announcement?
And, again,
That need to be made?
Wish all minds are clear.
I'll see you next year.
There it is. Say in a few months. So y'all first term is gonna be Vegas, or y'all got something before Vegas?
What's anything before Vegas?
You got something in Ohio, but it's
Before
March
Vegas?
1st and 2nd. Yeah, it's March 1st and 2nd. I don't know.
Is that the start of violence? If it ain't start of violence, we ain't making
It's not
it.
about.
Well, we might do that. We ain't been to Ohio yet. That's one place I haven't been.
Okay.
I heard that tournament pretty, you know what I'm saying, dope. So we'll see.
Let them play. Let them play. Let them play.
Oh, that's Al though. They're asking on me.
What up, though?
What you say, Ronnie?
You see what they're asking on the thing?
What they asked?
That lady asked who?
OC
is
said
that
Carolina.
Z2?
Carolina
Is that a
before.
lady?
That's before Vegas.
Oh,
OC.
Z is a woman.
She asking, are we in the league? Because Lorenzo said we the only D1 team going far national.
New Jack got a good
Competition
lawyer.
with us will make 8-man flag better.
Well, then answer
we
her
do.
question. Answer the question.
That's what's
She asked you a question. I think OC asked you a question too.
Oh, me.
So what we do? That's the question.
This coach right here.
Oh.
Let me check my Palm Pilot right there.
Do they still make them?
It ain't even that. I'm gonna tell you what the issue is. I think a lot of
Speak
people.
on it.
I'm gonna go ahead and speak on it, man, because they want me to do it. I think a lot of people think our issue is with James, and it's not. It's not. That's not what it is. It's too much chattering going on. Like a lot of teams don't want to play us. It's some that do. It's some that, you know what I'm saying. It's too much. It's just like. And then I think a lot of the guys, and I understand it, like everybody doesn't think the same. So you got somebody that can think logically. You got somebody that can think another way. Personal, business. A lot of people don't know how to differentiate the two and don't understand that side of it. So it's like when you got all these factors, you got a lot of feelings and emotions involved. That's what it's gonna look like sometimes. So, like you said, it's a lot of, oh, we want y'all in it, but then they said, like I said, it's a lot of chatter that's going on. Or what y'all doing here? Or if they gonna play in the league, like it's kind of like one of those situations. Like, do y'all want us in the league? That's a better question.
Do y'all want us in the
Do
league?
y'all want us in the league? Like,
Who is that question directed to?
It's
The-
an open.
It's
an open
Because
chat.
I had
It's not with
for the people wondering. Me and OC had a very extensive conversation after the league captain meeting, and I felt like it went very well.
Yeah.
So we know what happened. So that's why the question. I'm just waiting on. So please, all them people on the Facebook, in this chat that don't know what's going on,
Chat going crazy right
leave
now.
your comments to yourself.
Everybody think I got the answer. That's what it is. Why everybody think? Fit. I'm gonna tell everybody. I'm a player. We got a new coach. We got a new coach. Stop blaming KT for
Tell him call us her on the way.
Stop blaming KT for everything. I don't make all the
Hey, I'm with it though, man. We just know we coming to play. We ain't coming for nothing else. We coming to play. We coming to win. We ain't coming for nothing else. We want this work. We want this smoke.
That
We don't.
maybe I'm misinterpreting. That sounds like a Is that a yes? Does that sound like a yes to you? Like, it's hard to interpret. You know, I don't speak that language.
We coming. Just know we coming.
That man that
KT,
took
what
his
you were
liquor
saying
bottle, he
is
ain't good.
are you saying that you think some teams say they want you in but really don't? Is that what you're saying? Okay, that's why I was interpreting.
Just go speak on
They
it.
saying they smile in your face.
We want to play. I think that's what I said. I respect to do what's best for your team aspect. I've done that before, but it's a lot of people saying they're gonna do that, but that's not what's happening, and we understand that. So Atlanta, everybody know how it is. This is a flashy city in the state, man. So everybody wants to be that guy. Like he said, like if you can go somewhere, and it's different when you. A lot of people don't like to compete these days, and that's what I'm learning. It's like I came through. I had to get my head beat in to learn. Like that's what it was, and I feel like that's what molded me to be the quarterback I am today. What better way? Because it's like if you want to go play and win all the time and not put in no work and all this, you still gotta respect this game. Like we pay to play it and it's for fun and stuff, but it's still a serious game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you don't treat it as such, then it's not gonna look as such. So with that being said, like I said, it's a lot of that going on. Like teams saying they want us in, teams saying they don't. Owners say they want us in, or and they're like, I don't know at this point. That's why I'm here. Like I said, I just focus on my team. That's all I could do.
But like I said, we come to play. We're not coming for nothing else. We coming to play ball. We trying to get better. We trying to make everybody else better. We trying to have, like, our mantra is the family thing. So if it ain't a family environment, we don't want to be there anyway. But we are coming to play ball. We're not on nothing else.
And I mean, you know, I welcome it. You know the conversation.
Hey, I already know.
We are welcome it.
Hey,
I
just
think
want everybody to be on alert that we coming and we come to play ball. Just bring your best ball. That's it. At the end of the day, bring your best ball.
But that's
No
gonna,
Diddy in it. Just bring your best ball.
But that's going to help those
so. That's
teams.
18.
Yeah,
then,
that's what
Angelo.
that's what it shows.
If you look at it, that's if New
And
Jack
everybody
just.
screaming weak, but show us something stronger than.
But look at it. New Jack just went to the ship, right? They were in the semifinals,
Semifinal.
right? So if you play against a New Jack and you continue to play against New Jack, that's only going to help you out in whatever division you play in, right? So play against good competition. So if you D3, D2, or whatever you are, you're going to be straight. So it's not about like how many rings or how many trophies you can get here locally. It's all about building your shit up, you know, nationally. So yeah, you may get your head whopped in a local league playing against a New Jack, but guess what? When you take out a D2, D3 team in nationals, you're gonna feel good about yourself. That's what it's all about. It ain't about these damn local rings. I've been past that shit, bro. You can have that 285 shit, bro. Come on, man. Yeah, for real. Like, you can have that.
Mentality.
If you celebrating a 285 win, congratulations.
Nah, but
No
it is.
disrespect, though.
Nah,
No
it is.
disrespect.
Like it is. That's one of them.
Like,
Like, if
congratulate
you know,
your
like,
work. You know what
like
I'm
I
saying?
said,
That's cool.
everybody play this game for different reasons, man. I want to be the best of the best of the best of the best. Like I ain't trying to just be like I'm cool with right here. Like I want to say, yo, you think you I want to play against you. Like that's I was raised that way. Like I don't know no other way. Like if we ain't playing the top, then I ain't gonna say I don't want to play it, but that's where I want to be at. You
Yeah,
know
I
what I'm
get it.
saying? Like that's why I say, but I love the game. So if it's like New Jack ain't traveling and he say, hey, let's go play co-ed at USA and small, anybody need 1 in 5, man, or if we putting a team in there, let's do it. Like that's just what it is because I love the game. So I'm gonna try to maximize my time wide. Like I'm here for a short period of time to play this game. That game it can be taken anyway at any given moment. So I enjoy it while I can.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
that's what it is.
Yeah.
See if everybody want to respect you.
That's what it is.
Yeah, a lot of people don't respect the game. It don't matter your age. It's still the game of football played the same. You get 6 points for a
Season
touchdown,
ring.
extra point, touchdown. You got kickoff, it's 3 phases.
No,
offense,
she's saying
defense,
she's still
special
waiting on the
teams.
season ring in her
You know
league.
what I'm saying? So the game is played. That's the way it's played.
But that's what they forget though. Like it's still the game. Like it's still like even if we not in the pros with it, like you still forget like there's you know what I'm saying? Like there's ways to the game.
Z, you crazy. I'm sorry.
And they don't really see it. They like, oh, we just going out there to have fun, or we don't need that type of work. Like you don't know what you need because then when you get down in Florida and you be talking about, man, I ain't never seen that before. I believe it because you stayed inside and didn't want nothing else. You know what I'm saying? Right. Even us, we go somewhere and we be like, oh, we want to try that. And we might bring it back here, you know what I'm saying? But still, like, seeing it from somewhere else is different than seeing it from, you know what I'm saying, your own. And I don't think people really realize, like nobody want to see us up here outside of Georgia. Nobody else want to see us here. Like, people, like, literally down there, they was like, hey, man, look, y'all better watch this, y'all better watch that. They coming for you on here. Like, when you got people coming to tell you the refs is about to be against you, you already know what time it is. Like, if we don't make each other stronger, who gonna make us stronger?
Right. That's facts.
If we the best, then we gotta show everybody. Like, we gotta show them what we talking about. We can't be talking about what it is around here. We have already proven it. I'm not gonna say everybody, but a lot of people in this state are already proven who they are in Georgia. What about in Tennessee? What about in North Carolina? What about, like you say, all the way in Vegas? Vegas really show you who you are. California, when you go to California show you who you are. Like, these other places, like, they let you see, I'm not going to say better football, but people play the game better fundamentally.
No.
Yet, like,
they were not.
Like, than us. Like, we can really just go out there in free hand and win a game. But when you go play somebody that actually plays fundamental football, it's like, what did we just run into? Like he said, you get all the way to the championship and then you run into a fundamental sound team and you like, how do you stop it? All you do is you take that loss, you come back home and you work.
Ronnie is married.
What just happened?
No, I'm just letting them know that he's offline. And Eric. So the other ones might be options. You see that comment right there.
I'll put it up, but yeah, no, we good. Appreciate you.
But no, none of these were the guys on the hill.
No, I saw that.
Oh, yeah, nah. I ain't gonna even comment on that. Cause boy, yeah, we will. That's why I said we got a lot of.
So Jay, my question is there any teams not allowed right now currently?
No.
So every team in Atlanta can play in your league, right?
Yeah.
So I guess the question would be who ain't coming.
Huh?
You said you got
Guess the
17.
question-
You got 17.
Well, I know Fly By Night is sitting out this season.
Okay. I
And
remember them.
Outcast is they sitting out this season.
Okay. A lot of free agents out there then.
I'm gonna go pick up something.
You said go pick up something.
I said they need to go pick up
They
something.
might well just combine and make a team just to play.
I think they're still playing,
Oh, okay.
just not under that name.
Oh.
Interesting.
So you got a new team entering the league this season?
We did have Zoo Atlanta,
What's Zoo Atlanta?
a new team.
That
Okay.
SID
You
team.
seen that roster? Yeah.
They said that SID team.
See it like
Who played with us? Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You know what I see with the knee brace.
Brady has come out of retirement.
Oh yeah, the Patriots
The
back?
Patriots are back.
Patriots are back.
crazy, man.
What? I just seen Brady on the sideline coaching.
Yeah, you know, he unretired, so he's
Okay.
coming back. He's coming.
Is Don
Got
coming back?
drafted again.
Oh, cool. I would assume
You
so.
got his shoes off the line.
Hey, I mean, I gotta give a shout out to Dom.
Hey, Don
I wish only in my dreams that I could be on the field playing at 64 years old.
He'll be doing it too.
Mr. Don is 64 out here playing.
Give him his flowers because he been.
You know what I'm saying? That's
64.
64. Playing 8 contact
I need
on the line.
Yeah. And when he catch one of them balls over the middle and he know he gonna get hit, he still.
Oh, it's not the real Brady Z. It's our Brady.
Yeah, he the real Brady because he done unretired and came back.
Nah, for real. He making the same moves.
You might be the real one.
Wow. So he got something for everybody. That's what he said.
Yeah.
I got something for y'all, though. Okay.
So that means Petey coming back too then.
Oh, Pete?
Oh yeah, Petey coming back too then.
So, I mean,
Petey say he got 8 plays in him.
8 plays, hey, 8 plays, 2 shots, and hey, 3 blunts later, hey, holla at Petey. Hey, no, I'm talking about Petey. Hey, what? Man, fallen warriors, man. My first fallen warrior. Petey was over there getting us lit, and we didn't know why. We played Petey there, and they gave us a run for our money. We like, wait a minute, Petey just set us up. He had us going shot for shot for shot for shot.
Right.
Got on the field, Petey slanging that thing.
He said he was a fallen warrior.
Man, I think he was 50 then.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
Yo, funny, bro.
you may get that chance because there'll be one cross division matchup.
Who said they
Colt
want
45. That's
What?
it.
Who said they want
Who said on the 045?
Nah,
What you
Billy,
talking about?
Billy said Colt 45. That's what we call 45. They call
All right,
P.
nobody.
That came in the PM flip.
Oh, that came in the PM? Oh, okay. Yeah, somebody already said, sign me up, coach. Okay. All right. We got some crossways. So you doing cross division?
Yeah,
Okay.
That's good.
yeah. You'll play everybody in your division.
Do you have a request on who you want to play, or is it just going to be
said
computer generated?
You play everybody in your division. And then, yeah.
Okay. Okay. Can we request times to be played?
Now
You
getting
want
to
more
the, you getting to the
mornings?
details now.
I mean, I know the meeting was part for that yesterday, but I was at work. So
Nah.
I just, you know.
That man trying to get
The league champs, though.
Okay, league champs. Okay.
Only the league champs.
Okay, all right.
Should be a good season then.
All right. Sound like a lot of things got accomplished tonight, man. We got a lot of things done tonight. Recognize the champs.
Yeah.
I got one question though. How does you play at McNair College just all year, or is it pro and comp at one field? How does it work?
Pros at one field, comps at the other, and then onto in the interdivision. Then you might play wherever. So yeah, half a pro will be at one. All pro play at one school, all comp players. But then when y'all cross over to play the interdivision game,
It could be either. Or.
yeah, it can be either field.
Okay. Good.
So what teams are in pro, and what teams are in comp?
The pro teams consist of.
So wait, these are people that paid, right? Okay, I just making sure.
Let that man talk. I'm trying to hear what
Yes.
so I can come
Okay,
see
so
some
I
of
just
the
want to make sure these are people that paid. Okay.
And Billy said, I hear New Jack got a new coach.
Oh, they didn't kick it out.
Yeah.
Oh, you heard about that too?
No. We realize, I ain't gonna lie, we the only team without a coach.
All right, come on.
Billy said he didn't kick
Yeah,
it
they
out.
gonna keep us.
So
They want me to do everything.
Hey,
The
you
subs,
better,
the
hey, go ahead with the pro.
the pro division will
Hold on
be
now.
404, Georgia Elite, Georgia Smoke, Joe World, Outsiders, Predators, Rare Form, Shockwave, and of course, pending your, of course you haven't paid.
Pending payment.
Yeah, pending payment for you.
Pending payment.
And then the comp division will be Big Swamp Bucks, DOA, Georgia Raiders, Goon Squad, LOZ, Paid in Full, United, Patriots, and Zoo Atlanta.
Wait, who got a pending payment?
If we decide to play, we gotta pay first.
Oh.
We haven't paid yet.
We ain't paid yet?
Yeah, we ain't paid yet. Cause it was, they said everybody that came to the meeting paid yesterday, and
I didn't say that.
Well, I
That's
know
what
you
they-
didn't
that's
say
what we
that,
said.
but
That's what
I
we
know
said.
some people said everybody that was at the meeting yesterday paid.
Let me say something about that.
Yeah, please.
Shout out my boy, man. My boy Phil be trolling, man. Phil wrote that we paid on the thing, bro. So folks looked at the thing thinking we paid, bro. I don't know if Phil was just trolling, but yeah, man. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be. I was gonna call him out, man. My boy, he told me he was pulling up, but yeah, my boy. I had talked to. We had joked about it earlier, but
because I actually had y'all on the register, because you know.
But you know, some people just like talk outside of stuff and don't really be having no mirror on what they talking about. So I just want to see if we okay.
Worry about the wrong stuff.
I was about to say, worry about the wrong
Feel
things, man.
Like, it don't really be that deep, but it look like hate if you ask me. But,
Feels like it.
It is what it is. You know, it is what it is. We always can get it done on the football field. No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
No.
From Ron Vic, Martin.
3 people.
Yeah.
Okay.
No,
I didn't.
no.
Not Baby Vic.
Okay.
Ron Vic Martin. He was on
He do the
Joe.
camera
He
sometimes.
should have been on Joe. He was on Joe or Ross. You probably seen the name.
With the dread.
Dark skin with the dread.
The cornerback.
Oh,
With the
okay,
Corner, yeah.
okay. Now I know what it is.
Cornerback,
Yes. Okay.
Except the one that's sleepy.
Keyshawn?
They talking about what-
Keith?
My bedtime.
Nah.
Work in the morning.
Yeah, but you gotta drive 2 hours too. Get back to the crib.
So I live a nice little distance.
Well, you were saying something. When you
Yeah,
finish
go
your
ahead.
statement? Nah, you.
Oh yeah, no, I was just saying, man. There's a lot of cabinet. I mean, I need y'all hat, your hat, they hoodies. To put enough caps on my head. All these fucking caps about this league stuff, man. Like KD said earlier, bro. We just trying to play. You know, folks worrying about us. Hey, man, worry about your team. You focus on your team. Guess what? Do what's best for your team, bro. That's all I gotta say. Like, that's what we trying to do. That's why. You know, we sitting here low key chilling, enjoying the vibe.
Yeah, like,
You know what I'm saying?
and by the way, like, there's a lot of stuff being said. We ain't never celebrated third. I ain't think I heard not one person from New Jersey even mention that we finished third in the nation or whatever. Like,
Can't
that's
even
never
talk
been
about
the
it.
goal. That's never been, like, ain't nobody celebrated that. Like,
that's what we
the city did, other people did. We appreciate the support. Like, that's what we wanted to feel. But
Right.
nobody on my team walked away happy from that tournament, from national. It might be the first year I seen any tears. Like, just being transparent. Like, nobody went happy. We didn't celebrate nothing. Like, we had a cool run, but I tell you, my team, I seen something that happened to my team that never happened. We hit the ground in Atlanta and just like, what's next? What's next? And that was the Monday that we all returned. Like, but winning it, and I ain't never seen that in years. Like,
We already got
everybody like, what's next? Like, what? Win the first tournament, boy. It just give us a little bit like we got something to. Like I said, when we worry about ourselves, we got something to play for now. We playing for each other. It ain't bigger than Atlanta. It's bigger than a lot of that. We starting to realize that now we need is, like you said, 12 to 16 guys of the core, or whoever want to go. Like you said, we got a solid team. Like Rennie said, we can play any style you want to play. We can play. You want to go beef? You want to go big on big? You want to go spread? Base, whatever you want to do, we got the guys to do whatever we want to do, like,
right.
And that's a luxury, like, to be able to go to war and you can use any type of weapon you want, like.
Sure.
Like, imagine you can pick out anything in your bag and use it, like.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? We got switch knives, we got hammers, screwdrivers. Sometimes a screwdriver and Phillip head can do the same thing. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Depends on how you use it, but we got a lot of weapons, and I think a lot of people starting to see that, and it's like, but that didn't come from hate. It didn't come from, man. It's just, you know what I'm saying, stand down, do what we do. Like let's. Sometimes you gotta let stuff play out how it's gonna play out. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. You can't dwell on some things. You just gotta let it play out. And like I said, this year for my team, I can say specifically speaking of my team, that's all I can worry about. It made us hungry.
Oh yeah.
Nobody didn't realize the energy that we played with that brawl. Like, they ain't see it, but at the end of the day, like, if you ain't playing, we respect the game. We realize we lost the game on throwing it to the wrong player, like pitching the ball to the wrong jersey.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Literally, like a simple
Brawl?
mistake. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
We were about to win the game. I was running in the end zone, threw it
Didn't
back.
that happen? Wasn't this an issue with a pitch in
As we talking
nationals?
about that's my bro.
Nah, they called. Yeah, I think.
thought it was a pitch
called
that
a
hit him
pitch
by the
and ran
foot.
it back.
It was a penalty.
But no, he talking about in the game right before the championship in Brawl.
Oh,
Yeah.
That the jersey was similar, and I had joked with Lowe
Oh.
when I was leaving because we gave them here about the jersey,
Yeah.
and that jersey was closer. And I was like, we should have goddamn argued that jersey. I literally said that to Lowe
Yeah.
when I was leaving that
Yeah.
tournament. But let me ask you this, James: would you ever, and I'm old school, would you ever get away from the money?
Huh?
Get away from a payment, a cash payment, and do like what they used to do, T-shirts and bids back in the day, Low?
Well, nationals are not really into the bids now, so
Gotcha.
that's one of the things. And but you know, I mean, I don't know about that,
Why?
What up, cuz?
Why is that, though, James?
huh?
Why is that?
I mean, the teams like playing for it.
That's
Wait,
debatable.
you like paying for what, money?
Money,
That's
actual
debatable.
cash.
I agree with that statement, but that's debatable, right? Because some teams feel like they're going to donate it if certain teams play, right?
That New Jack win 3,
That feels like a donation.
donation.
That's why I said
But
the
it-
competitive
divisions
edge.
are by choice for some, unless you play D1.
So why we can't be D2?
We're a new team in your
We're a
league.
new team. We'll change that.
You remember when remember
We wanna
ANC
start
But
up
at
from
the
the
same
bottom.
time,
when
you know,
ANC when you was a new team in the league, you had to start a beat.
Start over there.
playing with the money.
ANC?
gives you- that's a bigger
If you was
goal.
a new team, you started
It's
a
just a
beat.
T-shirt, That T-shirt ain't gonna pay for nationals or help pay for travel, maybe for housing in Vegas or whatever. So it's an ultimate goal. Oh, an update: we did do away with the extra $50 to give the second place team a cash prize. It was y'all lost that vote by 1. So
Who voted for that?
y'all, it was by 1. Y'all lost it. So
Don't say y'all.
I didn't hear what you said.
so at the league.
What? Somebody voted for second place wants some money.
I can't
No,
believe this.
no.
It was almost a tie.
Second place wants some money. That's what the vote was, right?
Hold on. No. The vote was we increased the league fees $50 to provide a additional payout for the runner up.
Oh,
And I think people were trying to add, but I don't know if people really paid attention because
that's what I'm hearing.
you only
I need something if I
the
get
teams
you.
paid $50, that would have been a total of $450. I still was covering the other 6 something.
Feeling wrong.
So it won't like they were really paying for the prize. But then they voted against it, so we took it away. So I'm just updating them. So now the fees went down from $750 to $700.
So they wanted participation points.
If I'm first, I don't want nothing to take it
was
out.
for the to pay the second.
The runner up, yeah.
First place gets some money and second place gets some money.
Participation points.
But
No, right.
There
Y'all-
was a participation
Trophy era, bro.
So everybody, so you,
I'm saying
so the people who, you know what?
That's not no.
but it was voted down.
Right. I came second place in my softball league. She tried to give me the trophy. I like, I get this, bro. Nah, you don't. If you say you the first loser, bro.
That ain't everybody. That's just some people. That ain't everybody.
Bro,
You right.
That's
If
majority.
we lose, we just lost. I want no damn trophy for it. We just lost. Don't hand me no ring.
That's what I'm trying to tell
Don't hand me
people,
a
like-
ring. We lost. Only
Well,
one-
it was no ring, no trophy. It was just the cash.
No, I'm
But
saying he was saying
it's
like,
over.
That's how this era
It's not
is.
happening.
And I was like, no, it ain't everybody. This is like maybe some people. We don't come in first. We just lost. It's over with.
We last.
I don't want to like.
That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Yeah.
We were last place in national. That's my
Hey,
mindset.
Ricky Bobby
How
said
many
it best.
teams-
LOZ voted for second place cash.
Oh, boy.
Nah, I'm just
Oh,
Blaze
no.
ass too. It was.
No.
See,
I got 1 second.
No, they asking who all
I know they asked.
voted for.
I ignored it.
Please do.
I mean, they were
They're
there.
not gonna be
The
people.
people.
Yeah, they gonna pay it up, bro. They keep doing it, bro.
How we had broke? We only think money should go to the first place team.
Facts. What is man?
I mean, well,
No
think about
comment.
this. In the Super Bowl, you do know the losers get money in the ring. In the Olympics, you get it down to third. In the NBA, the second place, they get something. In the Pro Bowl, they get. So it's not really. I mean, because at the end of the day, if you ain't fighting for that title, you ain't getting nothing.
But they're
So
getting paid to play though, right? And then they're bringing
Because
that
it's the
Okay.
actual entity.
It's the
millions.
Football
So the
league,
$50 come out.
You understand
like
that?
you said, you covering
They're not
most
getting
of
the
it, but
big one,
still,
though.
an extra
They don't get the
$50 for a
parade.
second place
They don't
person.
get all.
And the $50 and $50 per
You
seat.
still losing. I like that.
Well,
feeling. I ain't
some
gonna
people,
say it dry,
some people
you know.
saying that $2.75 per person was really gonna break them. You know, that was that.
I'm ready to go back to nationals already.
I think
It's really not much, but
I think what you're right, KT. I think what y'all gotta remember is what you said earlier. Everybody plays the game for different reasons. So if you got some of these teams don't go anywhere. You know what I mean?
And they are content with it.
And they're content with that. So second place prize is big for a team that ain't going nowhere. This is it. They excited.
But that's
you know?
the
Some
economy.
teams are. It's a mentality.
It sounds
It's a
crazy
mentality. Everybody,
to us, right?
Y'all on another level.
But
Some
Chicago
teams who
expenses
who
are
want
even way
championships.
more than what
That's all you think about it,
You
championships.
see what I'm saying? So,
Huh?
I had that conversation with him. Is that it's hard to get
But some of these teams ain't trying to get better, bro. That's why they don't lead nowhere.
How much was it?
You know what I'm saying?
That's my thing.
Some of them don't go nowhere.
Like-
How you try to get better when all you play is the season? Is it? You don't do nothing else. Think about look at how many teams didn't go to national.
But
You
a
know
lot
what I
of
mean?
yourself tell you go play a different state somewhere, it ain't nothing going on. What are you doing here? You ain't doing it. They're lying.
He said,
You see what I'm saying? Like, you telling yourself you came in second.
ain't they the one?
Go play in the USA tournament. You go. Forward when the USA tournament, which is us four. Yeah, us four. Playing everybody in the sun. Came in second
But
place.
Chicago
Yeah,
is
home.
expensive though. They-
Chicago is.
But they make their economy is way different than ours down here. But they paying $2,000 for 200 square feet in the room.
That's
$100 per player for a season.
Fact. And see,
You said
But
Chicago
again,
pays $100 per player. I'm like, that's
That's how SEC.
But that's what I was just explaining to. That is a social league. Because it can cost ASC is like $115 a person.
Listen, it's
You know.
$115 a person.
Yeah.
Like the 3-second cut.
You get a T-shirt or oh, they took away the T-shirt.
SEC, you pay like $115 a person.
ASAC.
Listen, you don't get no ring, no shirt. The captain get like a discount.
It's
And
jam
he can
sport.
use it for whatever he want to use it. So say he want to play flag and we play kickball. He can take a discount and go use it on kickball.
Yeah.
wow.
They don't get divvied out between all.
But it's a social league. It's a little different. And then, and again, social.
That's correct.
Social.
They probably got their beers in their pocket while they run.
Man,
They do.
You ain't gotta eat. What?
we played a season.
That's one thing I can tell you. He said, what is it, James? It's a what league?
Social.
What it is, E?
Social.
But I promise you that's what it is. You just caught.
But I can say this though.
Man, listen. You talking about I need some water on the sideline. Let me get a shot. And go right
It
back out
didn't
there.
used to be. It literally used to be
Straight up.
competitive.
Back in the day, yeah.
Back when we
first started,
played,
yeah.
remember when we
first
first started, it was competitive.
Way back in the day, though.
Hey,
It
Wednesday
used to
nights.
be good.
Thursday.
Yeah.
Wednesday nights.
It was
Wednesday and Thursday.
Tuesday and Thursday.
Well,
I ain't gonna lie.
Those were the nights I played.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Tuesday
Tuesday, Thursday,
league that I played in has been my favorite.
I used
No, Wednesday
And
night was
that's
on
the Wednesday night in Silverback.
Oh, see, Wednesday came after.
Yeah,
let me
Silverback was
stop.
lit too.
Let me stop.
Silverback. Wait, that was with.
That was mine.
Silverback
Hey,
was.
we-
I
hey,
had
that was the
time.
top
I remember y'all talking about that.
It was two.
Boy,
I used to post about that.
boy, Silverback.
Then
Oh,
I
you
see
wait,
they used to go get drunk on Tuesday.
We used to leave from
What?
Taco Tuesday
Listen,
spot
hey,
and go
you need to
straight to
bring that
James
back.
James Field.
Right now. I used to be had to call out on Wednesday.
So we had a lot. So we went there that year because that was after COVID, and that was the only place that would rent us a field
That was lit.
at $200 an hour.
That was lit.
Oh, how many hours was out there by 5?
It was at least 3.
6 to
We had
12.
a minimum of 3. Sometimes we were there 4, but they had an on-site
That's the biggest
spot
state
with
co-ed
alcohol
league
and
of
food
all
and
time.
stuff.
I never found
That
out
was the
about
biggest
this.
state co-ed league in the
Yeah.
parking
I was
lot.
already good with that, Jay.
We coming from the parking lot.
Good with the
I
field.
can
We just
smell
needed
the
the field.
brief of the breath.
He keeps about the whole side.
Oh, we about to be
Boy, it was a Tuesday. I
it was.
Hey, Flip, you was playing with prime time.
Yeah, we playing prime time then.
I said, no,
That was
you know,
on
it's
every
my
game,
head.
bro. Hey,
Prime time had 2 teams. So
Hey.
Yeah, prime
two
time.
teams like
The
20.
good team and the bad team.
And it happened
Yeah.
to be COVID.
yeah, it was
I
co-ed.
was so drunk one night, I fell on my shoulder.
But hey,
They got 7 co-ed. 7 co-ed.
Flip. And I was in grad school. She thought I said, yeah, this be too fun for me.
Yeah.
She said she quit on us. I'm in grad school.
prime time had 2 teams.
Sheree was mad at me. She didn't talk to me since.
MIS,
She thought I skipped
Dynasty, Justice
We was
League.
sorry anyway. What I was gonna do?
What
I
was
ain't know
Darius'
nothing about
team?
co-ed out
Darius had a team
there.
with
That
Shepard.
girl on one play. They can't even catch.
That-
Man, we was sorry.
No,
I ain't had no trouble with it.
Hey, for real. though,
Undertakers. Undertakers, that was the Takers. Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
You was.
Hey,
Oh,
boy,
that was Assassins? Yeah, that was a big
That was
league.
probably the best 8 league of all time.
we had fun.
I ain't gonna hold you.
And that's what it was starting from the beginning. I was having
That was
fun.
probably the best. It was fun. A lot of teams. We started from 6. That bitch didn't
Hey,
get to 11.
where you going? I'm about to go play co-ed. I'm about to pull up and see what's going on. That how it started. I'm about to see what's going on.
Yeah, on one t-shirt, I said, flip out that ball.
We about to go out there. Hey, drunk as hell.
How we get on this team, flip?
Prime time had 2 teams started. I ain't gonna lie. They had like
We was
50.
so trash. That was the first time that's what I tell. That's how I learned. Well, Dynasty was y'all had Mia. Man, that's when I realized I said these nines add up. Look, let's go 3 touchdowns. They were like 27-0. I said, wait a minute.
Yeah.
It's the first half.
First half.
Wait.
It's
He
the
said
first
27.
half.
I said, "Damn, man, y'all refs don't know how to count." That man said 27 points. Let's go 3 times. He like, but they got all 9, and they were getting 2-point conversion with a female. So it was more than that. I was like,
Wow.
I don't know.
I'm
I
talking about 2-3 minutes.
I don't know how you play this.
And it's 27-0 is game.
I was
You
like,
think
man, I
game
ain't got no
over?
time for go give me another shot.
And now this man,
What?
and now this man knows co-ed like
Like it ain't
I'm
nothing.
telling you,
Like
I
that.
learned from getting my head. A lot of people don't understand that. If you know, Jay, I played in the Silverback League. I was new. I played for Primetime Co-Ed. That was my first Co-Ed team ever. You just you had to be there to see it. You did. I'm telling you the truth. We had good players, but to know the format,
Right.
We won
and
a
I see it
championship
all the
though
time.
or something though. Then we won.
There's a
a
lot of
championship
teams come out to
5
co-ed and have the right men and women, but don't understand the format. And you go Beyonce, all ladies, and they like, I got it, and it's still 9, and then we go at it again.
Or they
It's
wait until
11.
close to try to throw to a
You
girl.
feel me?
They ain't got but 2 girls. That happened to us in our first nationals. And we had
4th and long.
what's that
Fourth and long.
yes.
That'd be the killer.
And then we had a conflict with the 8 women. So we have but 1 woman. We got it. It was 4th and 19 and closed. And our girl was 4'9".
Yeah, she better throw that thing.
You better throw that.
I ain't
She
gonna
better
lie.
throw that thing.
Throw it in pit game.
She couldn't throw. And the quarterback didn't want to allow her to try to throw. And he didn't want to let us kick the field goal. Because back then we could kick field goals. And so he tried to throw for it on 4th and 19 to a 4'9" girl.
And they double team.
You know, double. You didn't even have to play coverage on anybody but her.
Right.
So yeah, it was horrible.
That was the first thing.
But now it comes to a day that we put Beyonce out there. And,
You know,
and
you can
Kate-
put a
Kate-
girl at quarterback there.
We have like
got all the
8.
rings showing out, don't you, boy?
We got 8.
Say ain't all of them, man. I ain't mad at
Got
you.
mine in the car.
But then we'll deploy in 8 co-ed. It'll be KT and 7 ladies, and that's what we call Beyonce.
Really?
And you can't
They
stop
can't
that.
stand it, Lo. They can't stop it.
And
There's gonna be a mixed match somewhere.
Right.
That's what I learned about this
Well,
quarterback
Jay's gonna
thing.
bring
Like when
that.
you learn the formats and realize, yeah, you can send a girl
Just
that
don't put it on
There was
Tuesday.
one
send
out
two
there.
and bring both of them.
Don't put it
Now,
on Tuesday.
what about the other 2 that's out there got a
Right.
couple
We
too?
bring Taco
You
Tuesday
can't
back.
check
Can't check
everybody.
everybody.
If you
Everybody
can't
already-
send
They
everybody.
already been itching to bring it back already.
Tuesdays was the
One this way.
That's when I had Tuesday night
Somebody's
terrors.
gonna be over.
I was telling them,
$2
And you got two
tomorrow.
girls running around
Maurice
in
Trash
30
Talk
seconds. They gonna be like, I started picking out.
No,
listen, it be
Women are competitive.
They more.
I
They
think
ain't gonna say this on time. I ain't gonna say that. Women be way more competitive.
way more competitive.
He just called it out though. There's way more
All
accountable
the
than
trash talk
men.
go down to A code.
And you think KT don't throw that motherfucker like he throwing eight man to a woman?
That was gonna be a question I had.
No.
You ever take some
No.
Yeah, but some of
Little
them, that
bit.
would make you a better quarterback, but they got
But he'll throw a 40-yard
It
pass.
depends
to
on
him.
which
the
one you got.
situation is what it is. If somebody closes the window and you run
I ain't like everybody that play for KI catching a bullet. They
They're catching a bullet.
Catching a bullet and they gonna catch it and they gonna what it
Who are
is.
the ladies on KI?
Shit, we got man, we got
Tina,
Austin, Tina, Spellman. Shit, we got Lens. Lens rock with us plenty of times.
They all play 8 women too.
Yeah, they play with 8 women too.
Yeah,
but
you know, Brooks. Anissa.
Lisa,
Yeah, like shout out to what I said. Like how he said, somebody just said the Rebels made a run. Them was our women. They made it to the championship. We couldn't be mad. We did the same one. We were right before it. They went further than that. How can we not be mad? How could we be mad about it? Celebrate that. That's what we do. That's why we said sometimes you gotta choose your battles wisely. We jumped in 8 co-ed, just being transparent on some. We gotta play because we've been playing like 8 co-ed, but it was like if you look at what everybody playing was this year was focusing on 8s for real. Like a lot of people was like, let's lock in on 8s. This the best I ever felt at a national in years. Wow. That's flip. I used to be on Saturday. I wake up. I'm 17 games in, 20 games in. I'm telling you, he laughing because Thursday of last year, I had already won a ring.
yeah.
Running was like, you already won something. Like, we won Thursday. I won today. People still getting in town. I was here Wednesday.
Still getting in time.
Wow. I was last year, man. I tell me I woke up that next on Saturday and couldn't feel my body. And I'm like,
That's how he got us. So look, we're gonna play these 2 formats. You have a ring. Just don't do 8 man. We got a ring by Friday. I mean that's what it was. We had a ring by Friday, so we'd already won something. It was like
It take that little bit of pressure off.
yeah,
You're like
we finish them format and then go play 8 man. We
how
was
small
7
ball
man.
to get you though. It's so quick and fast, though. It's so quick and fast that you be like, we done?
You don't play 4 games in an hour to change, and the whole format is done.
done. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we play
I like it. It's
all
fun,
that,
though.
missing 7 man. But
It's definitely fun though when you're thinking about the love for the game. When I say the passion for it, it's like it reminds you of a mixture of backyard football and just doing it for leisure, like growing up as a kid, but it's with rules and officials.
Yeah.
Like imagine a kid game being ref. Yeah. Like that's what it is, and I love it because I feel like it's made for the people that want to be on that big stage. It's 4 and 5 man, right? Imagine this. You can't play no zone. What you gonna play, a 2-3 or 1-3-1? This ain't basketball. It's man on man. It's
That's right.
It's best
who
on
had
best.
him? Me? Oh, that's your fault. My bad.
play small ball, you
It's
play
like that's what I'm trying to tell you. I look. It's one of them formats. It's just made for the
Best on best.
the best of the best. Because it's like take pride in what you do. What if it's rushing, quarterback, snapping the ball? You have to.
That real.
You can't play. It's no. Oh, I can help you. How you gonna help
you
if your
can't run
man?
from no smoke.
You can't. Oh, that's why when I realized what it was, I said, "Oh, I love
They
it."
got a
You talking
contact,
about
too.
You know,
five
at 7
contact?
man, you got a little safety.
Oh, Lord, I fell in love. I said, "Oh,
5s? Hell no.
you ain't gotta run all that, and then you can still touch." I said,
Right.
5 contact
We
was my
play
favorite.
everything. 5 screen, 5 contact, 5
They got 5
everything.
contact. You got
You cannot run from
A lot. We just don't got it in the city. We won that last year, and they were mad
Right.
at us this year. We got in it, low. We ain't go out there.
Yeah. Skip 5 contact.
We still 5 contact. I told him.
Focus on
I
eights.
told everybody, and my name was just popping up on rosters. I'm like, bro, I'm not playing nothing but 8. He called me. We had a conversation. I said, I do 8. I 5 co-ed. They called me talking about, man, the women want to do 8 co-ed. Asked them, did I go? Nah.
We played them first 2 games with them.
I
Me,
wasn't
Miko.
studying. I'm telling you, my
a bunch of
mindset
women out
this shit
there.
was just different, Jane. Like I was at the house. I'm chilling. Like we played out 8-9. Where we played at 8:40 and 9:40 right out on Friday. I was chilling on Friday.
Saturday,
I'm like, I ain't did this in so long.
Right.
Saturday, we played with
I'm done it.
Well, I do think,
Saturday
like,
play- Saturday
when it
play
comes to
one
the
game, he was
8-man
going
D1,
Yeah.
We went and played
you
co-ed.
have to lock in because
gonna lie, I
when
was
you
doing
playing
that on
7 and 8 formats, you're wearing your body out, you know. And a lot of people don't. Oh, I'm young, but no, you really are, and you may lose a step that you might not realize. And but also the caveat is, especially in a position like you as a quarterback. If you get hurt in one, now all of them are done because of that. And so yeah,
You should have heard them calling me when they love play grip and rip it. I said, boy, y'all put me in five that ain't even in.
I ain't like we only called them because we feel like them folk tried. That's the only reason we called KT. Cause they be doing they know all of us.
That's why that trophy right there is a little more personal, right? They lost. They lost one.
They know we all together. They don't
to the same team.
To the same team. That's why.
They catch one of us playing. Say ain't nobody playing. Like prime example, me and Miko played A co-ed, but KT didn't play.
Yeah, I went down.
So they was just talking trash to us. We be like, bro, all of us here, this don't even be like he seen it. Like, bro, this don't even be the conversation. So we was telling them, hey, co-ed, if y'all gonna beat us, today gonna have to be today. Cause Sunday when all of us pull up, it's not that. Like we played B Rich team. Yeah, so Houston Heat, like some of their players was talking crazy, but B Rich was like,
don't do that.
I mean, like, y'all look who they got. And then when we come Sunday, so if our co-ed, we already told the team we had lost to, like, we're going to see y'all again. Like, so that's why we told them we're going to see y'all again with our whole team here.
Nah, that's how we won 7-man last year, too, though. What's that? What's Chris Hughes' team? What's that team name?
Mean Machine.
Mean Machine?
No.
They was...
No. He brought his AFFL. It was Fly Zone.
Yeah, Fly Zone.
It was his AFFL team.
So Saturday we ain't had nobody out there.
Credit what we did.
Yeah.
Fletcher's team?
It was that team with Mark. It was the Nighthawks team.
And whatever team it was, they was popping big boy stuff the day before. And all we said was, hey, just holler at us tomorrow. Everybody literally, we had Rook out there playing quarterback. Like, we was just out there just doing whatever. And they kept just the whole game. The next day, man, I don't think they even got past I don't think they left the 20, 35 yard line. Like,
we get a lot of that. They catch one of us by ourselves, like playing the format, they finna give us all sorts of
giving us a signal.
All right, fellas, man, this has been a lot of fun, man. We'll close it out. Flip, you got anything else, man?
No, I'm good, man. I'm good. We'll see y'all soon.
There it is, Ronnie.
Hey, man, just keep working on your own craft. Get better for yourself and the team. That's it.
What you got, E?
What I tell you.
See you soon.
See you next. I'll see you next year.
See you next year.
Got anything, brother?
Real. We'll see y'all very, very soon.
Very, very soon. KT?
I'm going to get you on that call here, though.
New Jack City, we in our own lane, doing our own thing. You feel me?
That's it right there.
We appreciate you guys.
Scott James?
Yeah. So we are going to have an extra explosive firework field season this year with a lot of great matchups, of great teams. We're excited about it. We actually this year we put out a full schedule for the whole year so that people can plan. We already got our tournaments out. We got the schedule of dates out. It'll kick off in July with the Brawl for It All, and then we'll come back Labor Day weekend with the Bayou Brawl in New Orleans, and then we have our Habit. We'll be back here. And then November, we have the Ultimate Flag Football Cruisenik. We've associated with DCE Live, Waffle Flag Football, Baller Shores, CWFFL, the Big Easy League in the New Orleans, and the Tallahassee Flag to bring you an ultimate cruise. So that's going to be exciting.
A cruise and flag football, or just a cruise?
Depending on who's on the cruise, if we play. If we have enough people, we might do something. So we'll just see. But it's gonna be a lit cruise though.
That sounds good, huh?
Yeah, we went to Puerto Rico one year and played.
Yeah, we went.
Yeah, we had a good little team.
Went.
Yeah, we had a good little time.
Yeah,
I would love to play over there again.
That-
Yeah, James, you can't say nothing else. I'm over in Puerto Rico.
We're already in talks. I'm already in talks with another league to be able to be in Puerto Rico.
Stays in Puerto Rico.
So, yeah.
That was so
And then,
Vegas,
Our 7-man league will kick off right after our 8-man league, and then our softball league kicks off again. They all kick off the same week, the March 9th, March 12th, and March 13th. And then the other leagues will be coming behind that.
There's a lot of folks playing at
Yeah, so that was a fun league.
Basketball league coming soon.
We working on that. We working with now we're going into the schedule and conflict the schedule with the times, but we have been talks. We have a location, so we're just working with the basketball schedule. So yeah.
Drop a double.
They think easy can't hoop can.
Yeah.
Easy. But we appreciate you guys.
Hey, man. Go ahead.
I had one more thing I was just going to say outside of the flag, back to what we talked about at the beginning. Please, guys, pay attention to what's going on. Agent Orange is out to destroy us, and we got to be vigilant about that.
Thanks.
It is, man. Congratulations again, man, for your national for your showcase here. Congratulations for y'all 5-man, 8 co-ed, all the national champions that came last week. Hey, man, this next season should be a lot of fun. Looks like it's gonna be a lot more action. Make sure our New Jack game don't be at 9 o'clock in the morning. That being said, man, ATL Flag Football Podcast, and we out.